Spy who loved me. All do that with your fingers round your eye. I'm Roger Moore. Bang!
My name is Jeff.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the Bombay bad boy himself, Big Red Nick Utham.
Yep. Glad to be here. Wonderful Thursday night with all of you people. We got a lot to talk about. This should be a fun night.
And folks, we are joined by American Ramrod coach, Kendo Slice.
What can I say? I'm here because I'd rather hang out with my friends and talk about stuff instead of going and being,
Grow a mustache?
Little coom saw, as The Rock would say. We get you.
Yeah.
We get it, and we don't understand it. But folks, we are here to troll our friend and have a full podcast tonight for your enjoyment. Tonight is episode 468 of World Class Bullshitters. Though if we were actually keeping track of specific episodes, this would be episode 976, because we've been around for that damn long. But tonight we have all sorts of fun topics to get into. And guess what? We won't be reviewing Wicked 2. Now,
No. Oh, darn.
I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, what are you doing watching Wicked 2? I don't know how many times I could have made this one obvious. It's in the title card. I created our own special hashtag. I don't know. I mean, should I flash it on screen that we're not watching Wicked 2, but I want to troll Dion for going to watch Wicked 2 instead of being here live for the show?
I feel like Dion thinks he's going to show up possibly and be like, yeah, so I just got back from Wicked 2 and let me tell you, it's like, dude, we don't care. We really nobody listening fucking cares. You're the only person in this entire audience that cares.
Yeah, he's not gonna fucking show up, all right? Like he was gonna do it like last week. He's like, yeah, I'll show up, guys. Like, whatever, buddy. Like, once you go watch a movie, you're pretty much gone. We know that. That's fine.
Well, this week was his birthday, so we're gonna let that one slide.
But if you would like, I can give you some extra ammunition to rip on Dion about with a quick antidote.
Sure.
You keep ripping. I'm going to pull up tonight's special image, the one I shared with you guys earlier.
All right. Yeah, you do that. So I was reading an opinion piece today about the latest and greatest in the memery, the 6-7. And this person was trying to explain that maybe the origins come from ye old English and a term that I actually fucking love called at 6s and 7s, which is usually used in sporting terms. It means to kind of be disarrayed, discombobulated, falling apart, shit's not going your way and you're confused because it comes from an old dice term from like the 1300s England of a dice game where 6 and 7 was like the long shot bet. So if you were going for 6s and 7s or at 6s and 7s, you were really on a wing and a prayer. But it's funny because this article talks about how the first time it's brought up was in Chaucer. See, that image is beautiful. I think we should keep that in the background all the time.
Should we make that a t-shirt?
Yes.
Should it just say wicked motherfucker on it?
Yes.
All right, we need 200 thumbs up on this video by Black Friday, African American Friday, if you will, and we will. We'll put that on.
Yeah. Make sure you clip this and put it everywhere so people will know that we need 200 likes before. What is it? Before Thanksgiving?
I mean, I'll give it one right now.
200 likes on something, we better just throw everything away into the garbage.
There you go.
Yeah, 200 likes, and we'll put it in our store.
Yeah, shopwcbs.com, folks.
Yeah,
powered by Teespring. You can check it out right now. You can go get a Buffalo Jeff shirt. But anyway, 6s and 7s, the dice long game, Kendo.
Yeah,
you think that's the reason why people are quoting 6-7, or is it just?
I don't. I think this was this person's attempt at trying to justify it somehow, talking about how it is a colloquialism that dates all the way back to Chaucer, which you try to read the Old English, you're going to struggle because even I'm like, I have no idea what he's talking about. But then Shakespeare used it in the 1500s. But long story short, I tell you this because it's funny that somehow we're able to read stuff from the 1500s and know what it says, even though technically we shouldn't be able to. But based on the Dion principle, 6-7 in about 30 years from now, we'll have no idea what it means. So people will be going 6-7, and Dion, he won't be able to understand what it means. So folks, in the chat, anytime Dion, just when he comes in, if he does make it in tonight, just talk about Dion being at 6s and 7s. He'll have no idea what it means, and then we can let him know that that's because that's a joke from 30 years ago we told earlier on the show, and that's why you don't understand it.
God.
So Dion is at 6s and 7s.
Oh man, I love that thing you guys had your little argument about time travel, and he's like, yeah, things from 30 years ago, like English won't make sense. I'm like, buddy, you do realize how old you are, and like,
right. Theoretically, he shouldn't understand things from when he was a child.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're really wrong on this.
Yeah, it's like, dude, how are we able to read shit from like 1750 and understand what they were talking about? Like biographies and like stories and things like that, like really old shit that has been around forever. How do we know what it says if the language changes so much we can't fucking evolve 50 years? I mean, I will give him that the children, the youths of today might have no idea what the hell those words mean, but that's because they're dumb. And their entire culture is memery and TikTok. So I see it every day.
Yeah, it's sad because they have the internet at their fingertips and they don't use it. Like, it's really just like you guys have everything in your pocket and you use it.
It's amazing the amount of times that we will have something going and it's literally an internet. I'll give them like an online scavenger hunt where it's like, what is it called when two atoms bond together? And they're like, I don't know what this means. I don't get it. I'm like, look it up.
Is that quantum entanglement? Is that what that is?
Is it a covalent?
No, that's what happens when Jada Pinkett Smith combines with her son's friend. We're just talking about bonding and like chemical bonding and stuff, like very basic shit about I'm just trying
like covalent bonds or whatever.
Essentially just very basic stuff. But like the thought of using Google just like blows their mind. On top of the fact that nowadays it's to the point where if you give them something that they have to extrapolate, they'll type it in the Google search and then they will write down exactly what Gemini gives them. It's like, I'm like, literally not at all the way to do this, but sure, we'll go with that because
are kids today too dumb to cheat in school?
No, they used to do pretty good when they had Google Lens on their thing, but I figured that out real quick. And I just was like, oh, guess what? Your tests are now on paper again. And then like all my scores went from here to here. And I was referring to that as the Google Lens effect. I'm like, once I took it away, they didn't have the access to it anymore. So,
Well, Kendo, you're keeping the youth smart and keeping them honest. And well, you're trying to.
Yeah, I do. I do love when I've heard this a couple of times where teachers have given these kids assignments to write, and they'll put like in clear text something, like include like Frankenstein and banana in the in the assignment, and the teacher will go through and search for these words and like know if the kid actually wrote it or just ran it through ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, the other day I had one of the kids tell me they're like, this is hard. We have to do this on paper. She goes, we're not cheating. I mean, I used Grammarly on my English assignment the other day. I'm like. I'm like, thanks for letting me know. So I immediately sent a message to the English department. I'm like, guess what, guys? You need to run your submissions through the check thing because it's there. It's there. I did that last year. I had them do like a 3-paragraph. This is what it is. This is what it means. And here's my conclusion. And then I sat there and had it up on the big TV screen in my room. And I was just plugging and playing with everybody's things and hitting the scanner. I'm like, how many? Oh, look, 85% AI chat, 15% plagiarized. And then I was just clocking that T, as the kids would say.
Right in front of them?
Right in front of them.
That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun.
By the way, we're only on vertical if you're watching on your phone. StreamYard's changed. So
yeah.
But we have the word of the day, folks. We'll get to the Stargate in a minute. Let's hide that. So the word of the day is from Shrubbles Await. It says, I'm on assignment in New Orleans. Ooh, tasty city. So I'll catch the stream later. Anyway, the word of the day is stuffing. Debbie does stuffing, or Debbie gets stuffed. Fistful of stuffing. Stuffing with a fist. Where the stuffing dares and inglorious stuffing.
The stuffing of Pelham 123.
Let's see. Goodwill stuffing.
Throw stuffing from the train.
There you go.
Back of the 50-foot stuffing. Back to the stuffing.
Harold and Kumar go to Stuffing Castle.
It's an entirely different movie.
Stuffing machine. Sisterhood of the Traveling Stuffing. The Divine Stuffing of the Yaya Sisterhood. That could be a double entendre.
Yeah, I know.
I would watch that.
Enter the stuffing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Deep stuffing.
On Golden Stuffing or Stuffing Pond. There we go. Stuff it in the rain.
There you go.
That just sounds like an aquatic porno.
Stuffing of the lambs.
Stuffing of the lambs. Hey, Wales. Somebody from Wales is checking in. Boss stuffing.
God damn it. Every time.
Some great stuffing.
The French stuffing.
That's a good one.
Is it made with brioche?
Probably. And just it's made by assholes.
The longest stuffing.
That's a good one. Let's see.
Quit talking about Bonnie Blue.
Ew. Is she still? Has she hit 2,000 dudes yet?
Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares?
Exactly. Who the fuck cares is right.
Yeah. At that rate, she needs to go be locked up in the CDC.
Like she's
like a human petri dish.
Yep.
She's seen more semen than a submarine.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Stuffing over the River Kwai.
Let's see. One more from each of us. How about fuck, why am I drawing a blank? It's been a long day. Stuffing. I don't know. You go. I'll think of one in a second.
The Magnificent Stuffing.
Stuffing Express.
The Wizard of Stuffing.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. It's on brand for tonight. The Wizard of Stuffing. Yeah. Is that Dion's nickname?
Sure. Why not?
Sounds like a compliment.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the Wizard of Stuffing. Yeah. Well, folks, let's see what you got. Night of 1,000 Stuffings. That's a Bonnie Blue story. That literally is a Bonnie Blue story.
Yeah.
Stuffing man.
Bonnie Blue, is that you?
It would be funny if she was a fan of the show, but she only listened to us to talk shit about her. Like she got off on it. It was her thing. She's like, well,
I could see herself.
I don't know. She seems to like abuse a lot, so probably.
Yeah. She'd be like, dude, I fobbed myself off when you slut shamed me. Be like, okay, that's weird, but all right. I mean, we don't really shame you. We just wouldn't go near that hole with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, here's our Patreon link. Please donate.
Yeah, if you want to become a $2,000 a month patron, we'll beat you with a 10.5-foot pole. There we go. Yeah,
or we'll just let you spend the night with Dion.
No, I wouldn't do that to Dion.
No.
He's got a happy marriage. He doesn't like to introduce any kind of.
You're just gonna sit around watching musicals together. That's all it's gonna happen.
Dude, Bonnie Blue is her. It'll be like in Species, you know how it like infects and kills and all that shit. That's her. Or downstairs mix-up.
I think that was Species 2. Is it Species 2 or is that Species? I don't know. I forgot. I haven't seen those movies in forever.
Maybe it's Mimic. Who knows?
Could be Mimic.
know.
Could be Mimic, yeah. Could be Mimic.
All I
I
know
just
is
want
that the
to
lady...
I just want to yell into it and see if it echoes.
It will. It definitely will.
You know what it is? It's the fucking pit from Derry. It goes right into her. Pennywise is down there. We'll all float down here.
Yeah.
Oh God. No, it's like it's like the thing in the Eddie Murphy movie. Oh God, Golden Child, where he just throws at Penny. You don't hear a noise.
You know how he goes, I want the knife in that movie? Every time you talking to her, it's I. It just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Stop. There you go. Folks, we've done enough slut shaming here on WC. Yes, to last a lifetime. Just like
Go
Bonnie
Bonnie
Blue has done
Blue
enough
Waffle.
dudes for 10 lifetimes.
Oh,
We'll be
God.
back.
It probably does. It probably does look like that though.
I looked it up
Like
once. It's creepy looking. It looks like it could be in a Roger Corman movie.
Yeah. It probably,
Or it looks like Rocky Balboa and Mick. He's like, cut me, Mick. That's what it looks like. It's all
yeah, I was gonna say it probably looks like it's been gone about 12 rounds with Prime Tyson.
I wanted to puke, and I've never had that before.
It's been ran over 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I think that would be an improvement, Nick.
A lot of rear end damage.
No, none there.
God, it's like a dead skunk in the Las Vegas sun.
Yeah,
Ooh, I don't even
So-
know if we have stunks here, but never mind.
you will soon. So since we're talking about bottomless holes that lead to other dimensions, let's talk about Stargate, shall we? So, folks, in the title, we talk about sci-fi saviors. Now, this segment is actually going to be something that you'll want to hear because everybody has a lot of the same complaints when it comes to science fiction or streaming properties. But this was announced this afternoon, and I thought, well, this is promising. You might want to hear it too.
Literally breaking news.
Yeah, I would break something if I had here. Here, I'll pull out a tissue. Broken. There you go. There's the news. Fucking broken. So, Amazon MGM Studios ordered a new Prime Video Stargate series, created and showrun by veteran Martin Garrow, who wrote for SG-1, Atlantis, and Stargate Universe. It teams him with original producers for a story that respects 17 seasons of lore while welcoming newcomers. No plot or casting yet, but the announcement has fans buzzing with excitement and cautious hope after years of conventions and rewatches. So I think this is, at least from this little blurb, this little buzz, that they're learning from the mistakes that Disney Star Wars did. Because when you talk to a lot of fans, everyone goes, well, I like the EU and it's gone and I don't like this shit anymore. And a lot of people are angry. But the fact that this wants to keep the 17 seasons of a show going is so refreshing and different, because every time we hear about a new reboot or a remake or something, it's like back to formula. And nobody wants that shit. We want to, if we're going to watch more, we want to just see more, not something that undoes or redoes something. So what do you guys think about this? I know, Nick, you're a big Stargate guy.
Oh, dude, huge fan. I've watched the movie. We actually did the commentary for it on our Patreon.
Mhm.
I've watched the show several times through. I know it's like 10 seasons. I've watched Stargate Atlantis. I haven't only seen like the first season of Stargate Universe, which was like, it wasn't very good. They tried going high drama and doing the whole Battlestar thing during that Sci-Fi channel time. So they changed the format. It didn't look too good, and I was like not really there for it. It was more like interpersonal bitching than actually like going on missions. So I didn't really care for it. But SG-1, like, it still holds up. It's still a show I watch. I have it on several devices, so I can watch whenever I want to. So
Is that the one with MacGyver?
So it's one of those things, like the rules of it are really easy to get. Like if you're even like, you know, a fan of the show or even watch the movie, like they're real easy. So I don't know, like they keep fucking up these properties, and I don't know if they can actually bring this one to fruition or even make it, you know, good, because it's going to be really difficult. It's going to be very difficult.
Even with the original showrunner?
Okay, they have the original showrunner. That doesn't mean shit.
You don't think so?
No, because didn't they have, like, whenever they did the Lord of the Rings stuff, they had, like, what is it, somebody from the Tolkien family or something like that, or somebody who did the first movies.
I think that was just his grandson just selling off the rights to Amazon.
Yeah,
Like,
so there was, so like it's one of those things where, like, I could give two fucks if they have the original showrunner or they have the first AD from the first movie, you know, from the first day of shooting. Like, I could give two fucks.
what if they get Kurt Russell?
That ain't gonna fucking happen. Come on now.
I know.
That ain't gonna fucking happen. They're not even gonna get Richard Dean Anderson. Okay, they're not. That's not gonna happen at all. They may get Christopher Judd. They may get Michael Shanks. They may get Amanda Tapping because they're not doing anything at all. That's about as far as I would go. I know that General Hammond is dead. Like that guy died a long time ago, so they're not gonna get him. But it's one of those things. Like it's a really simple show to do. It's like Monster of the Week stuff. It's really easy. You have to have like if you want to do the season thing, you have to have your overarching bad guy that comes into the first episode, like the Goa'uld or the Goa'uld or the RI or like anything like that, or even like the fucking I forget the robots or whatever. I forget their names.
Daleks.
Exterminate.
No, that's different. That's entirely different.
Oh shit, that's a different show.
Yeah,
I do like that.
So it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, I mean, like I said, I'm a huge fan. I love it. I hope they do good by it, but I don't think so because Amazon every time they do this stuff, they're like, oh, diversity, inclusion. We need to do that first before we make a good show. It's like, go fuck yourselves. Actually, go fuck yourselves. Because it's gonna be one of those things where this thing lasts 2 seasons and then it's gonna be gone because they'll screw it up so bad.
And then
like,
Stargate is an inert property forever.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where like even when we went to Dragon Con this time, I still saw Stargate people, dressing up and doing the costumes and stuff like that. That's how prevalent it still is. And it's one of the it's just a really good show. The movie was great, the show is great, the spinoffs were good. Even the one they did Origins for, I think it was like 10 episodes. It was like a limited series they did like really cheap. It was a web series. Even that was pretty good. So it's gonna be, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna count on it. I'm gonna make a Dukes Brothers bet they're gonna fuck it up. Within the first 3 episodes, they're gonna fuck it up.
I will take that bet just for the show, but I probably won't even watch 1 episode. So you're just gonna get $1 from me.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'll watch the first 3 to 5, but I'm sure in the first 3 they'll fuck it up.
Well, I mean, look at something like Welcome to Derry. That started out pretty good, then fell off, and then starts to redeem itself. So hopefully Stargate just, I don't know, levels out early and doesn't have to fall off, because it has taken a lot of mental coaxing on my own behalf to continue to watch Welcome to Derry past the 2nd episode. But once I got into the 3rd one, I was feeling pretty good. So
yeah, we told you it'd be okay.
Yeah. I really don't want to watch like civil rights in horror movies. Like in grade school, we had to learn about the civil rights movement.
I'm with you on that.
Fine. It's justified. It's an important part of American history. But God damn it. Do I want to watch by Stephen King? Shut off my brain. I want to see clowns eat children.
Jeff. We'll get into that after the Stargate stuff if you want to get into Welcome to Derry.
Yeah. Oh, we're done with Stargate.
Okay, all right.
There's nothing else to say. You were
okay,
that was it. That was that was called a transition, Nick, and I'm angry about civil rights.
No, I'm with you.
No, just fucking around.
No, I'm with you on that, because every time I think it's like, what is it? Not Halloran. It's it's the other guy.
Oh, Hanlon.
That's who it is. Every time he opens his door, like he has like there's this stupid thing they do where like these white neighbors will walk across the other side of the road and look inside, and he's just like he gives them a dirty look and like they're doing something. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You haven't had a problem in this town at all. Nothing. And you're just trying to make shit happen. It seems like you're trying to make problems.
I don't know why the show is going that route. I thought all the adults, including the minority characters, would be possessed by the evil of Pennywise, not just the white people. Like that's what the show really is. Just the white people are possessed.
We talked about that. I think, what was it, after episode 2 with the whole they're using racism as Jackoff's gun. The only problem is they're not actually pulling it out, because the times where it's teased, they back away from it. So it's like now they're trying to put, because like in episode 4, she I guess she was a freedom person from down south, and that's why she's taking up the cause of trying to get this guy out of jail and his due process and everything, which is fine. I get all that, but can she just talk about it for a few seconds while she's talking to, Major Hanlon, as opposed to giving us an entire like 5-10 minute scene where she's meeting him in jail talking about it, I think that would be better because, as you said, we've all learned about civil rights. We're all on board with equality. We're not on board with having that crammed into our entertainment, or we would like to see an interdimensional alien dress up as a clown and terrorize children because that's what we've signed up for. We didn't sign up for the history lesson because if anything, we want the history of dairy. We want the history of Pennywise. We want the history of children getting eaten. And for some reason, people just don't seem to fucking remember or notice that fact. But,
no, I'm with you. Yeah, that is the only glaring mark on this show. Is it's like we get it. It's it's that time, but it's also
it was
like
1960s America. Which, by the way, I have a bone to pick with this because I was led to believe, especially over the last decade of revisionism, that white people in the North are not racist at all. It was just the people down in the Southlands that were the racist folks. That racism did exist in the North, that the Civil War was fought for the goodly reasons of white people wanting to welcome black men into their homes. And I'm shocked that this show is trying to portray that Maine in 1962 would have some kind of issues with black folks. And I'm just floored. I was told the North was nothing but a godly pasture for people of all colors. It was those evil people down in like Texas and Alabama and stuff like that, Tennessee, that were racist.
Georgia,
not the northern people in Georgia.
Yeah.
They were the racists, not people in Maine and Pennsylvania, New York.
Dude, I've met more racist people in Portland and California than I have in the South.
Those Oregonians were weird, Nick.
Yeah, no shit, dude. No shit.
I have been all over this great country, and I can tell you that checks out. I've been in the South and seen black folk and white folk hanging out all the time. And then you go up north and you see a black guy there, and there's like, what's he doing here? It's like, you fought for the Union.
Well, I will say, though, when I went on spring break in college, we were going to Virginia, and we drove through the middle of nowhere. And my friend's like, you guys might want to stay in the car. This is one of those towns. And that was 2010. So I'm just saying, like, we have run into that in the South, but it's everywhere. The world is falling apart, guys. It's you go outside of your front door, and racism will slap you in the face like a newspaper because the paperweight hates you so much.
Oh God, yeah, dude, it's jeez.
By the way, shout out to Jim Sterling, Bridget Jones's Stuffing. I would watch that movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that movie was supposed to be about, anyway.
Yeah.
Or trying to get stuffed.
Bridget Jones stuffing part 18.
Why? Let's talk about the double standard about these stuffing movies, though. Why is it okay to watch a movie about some basic white girl who wants to get stuffed, but if you watch American Pie, you're a sexist?
Because it's teenage dudes. That's why,
when women
they need to keep it in their pants, Jeff. All right.
Mm-hmm. It's empowering when they do it, Jeff. It's not empowering when we take notice of it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, if you're a horny teenage dude, keep it in your fucking pants. If you're a horny teenage girl, the world's your oyster.
Yeah.
So show your oyster to the world.
Jeff, have you gotten into episode 4 yet?
No, I'm still on 3.
Okay, dude, episode. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. Kendo, tell me if I'm right or wrong. But like 3 is good. 4 is better.
You're wrong.
He did it. You asked him.
I did.
He literally could have said 100 is more than 50. I'd be like, he's wrong. But no, 3 pulled me back in. 4 kept me there. I was worried that I was going to get completely, hucklebucked by the fact that 3 was so good. It dragged me back in. I'm like, all right, cool. I got the rope break. I ain't going to get tapped out. And then I was worried that 4 was going to drop that ball right back down because of the nonsense. But 4 picked up the baton and it kept running. And like I told Jeff, I was like, it's set up perfectly for the next 3 episodes to be fine before that last episode goes back into the mire of slogging of wrapping up everything we just got and setting up the next season that's supposed to be coming, since it's supposed to be a 3-season dealie. Yeah. But yeah, 4 was great. 4, it started going places, and I'm kind of interested to see what happens with old Pickle Girl, because of where she got left off at. And kind of sort of didn't feel bad for what happened to the one girl because she sort of had it coming by being a bit of a sneaky bitch and trying to sell out her friend.
Oh yeah, Marge. Yep, Marge.
Yeah, she's now known as Snail Trail Marge, and for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons.
That's a weird.
And
I mean, I get why you say that, but that's also like really. That's also hilarious.
Well, she left a trail, she really was a snail. What do you want me to call her, Nick?
Very true. Yeah.
You're at a loss for words.
That's true. I do. Dick Halloran's whole thing is his part is great. Because of what he does, we get the backstory onto why Pennywise.
Oh, yeah. We learn where Pennywise came from and why he's stuck in the derriere.
Yep.
Do you think it's a little late to do a crossover multiverse type of TV show with Stephen King? Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, do you think this would have been cooler and more engaging if this was done, like, right at, let's say, in 2019, right after It Chapter 2 came out? Because I feel like after the Marvel implosion, people just aren't really into like looking for Easter eggs, like, oh my god, this and this. Like, it just kind of seems like a piece of entertainment.
I think in 2019 it might have been too much too soon, especially since 2019 It Part 2 kind of sucked. I think you needed that to die out a little bit to be able to bring it back, because as Jim Cornette always tells us, how can we miss you if you won't go away?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably not a bad idea to bring it. Plus, if you bring it back that quick, everybody's going to want to see Finn Hardwolf and all those people and everything like that and be like, sorry, these kids are like 58 years old now. They can't be playing children anymore. And so this gives you a chance to make them fade and then bring it back, because you're bringing it to the 60s anyway, and putting it all together like that. I think that works really, really well. I'm just worried that they're going to paint themselves into, because we know the story of Pennywise. We know the whole cycle of 27 years, this and this, and going dormant and all that shit. So it's not like the next season can pick up next year, like in 1963, because what is it going to be about? Pennywise is underground. He's going to be dormant. It's like, hey, it's 1963. Oh, Kennedy just got shot. I mean, that's not good TV, Jeff. So that won't work. So that's what I'm worried about. But they're giving us plenty of really good shit, especially with episode 4. Halloran, I think, is the best character of the show so far.
Like, the dude acting as Halloran is doing a really fucking good job.
He's doing a fantastic job. Pete pointed out that he thinks he's doing great because he's not trying to be Scatman Crothers, which is helpful. Yeah. And he's playing it his own way. He's not trying to be that Dick Halloran from The Shining. Yeah, I think the show, again, all that positivity could be completely fucking gone next week.
That's true.
Whenever we see the episode, wink, wink, nod, nod. It could all fucking just completely unravel. Pickle Girl could face no consequences. There could be no weird shit going on, and we could still not see the clown doing clown shit, because we still kind of haven't seen that yet, which I'm good with. I mean, you don't show the shark right at the beginning of Jaws. You tease it. You tease.
No. They're going by Roger Corman rules, basically. That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
which I'm fine with.
Yeah, we know he's there. We know he's out there, and we see him doing shit without seeing him. Good enough. So yeah, I think we're doing good. Episode 4 was good. Like we said, we got the backstory. We got to see Dick Halloran use his shinning to shin an Indian kid, and we're getting some good stories. And we get the origins of the Pennywise character. He still hasn't clowned it up yet. I guess he learned how to do that later, when it was like, hey, maybe if I run around as a Wendigo, I don't do that, because you keep scaring the children right away. You got to lure them in. So that's good. And the ending of the episode, it got me. I'm like, God damn it. I love episodic shit that's weekly water cooler stuff, but fucking hell, I wish this was all there now, because it's connected everything, and I gotta see more tonight.
Yeah, well, as soon as that episode comes out, I will acquire it and send it to you, so you have it ASAP.
I appreciate that, because the second you upload it, I go, let me pull up my flash drive, and
No, because
Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah,
Dion.
yeah, because yeah, I remember when we were talking about it, you guys were just like, oh, I gotta get this, I gotta get this service, for a week or a month. Like, fuck that shit. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
so
I like the way you operate. Nick.
my whole thing is if I enjoy it enough, I will just buy the season on Blu-ray when they release
Oh
it.
yeah, of course.
That
By
was
all means, yeah.
essentially me paying the 2 months of Max to watch it.
Yeah.
I
Oh no,
bought it
by
for
all means.
$25.
Yeah, by all means, if you like it, buy it, of course. But
Because
there's
that's
no
where
need.
I'm at right now with it. I'm like, I could buy it so that way I could watch it and then watch it part 1 and then forget part 2 even exists.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like, this is not the same thing as like Evil Dead, where we knew it was going to be good because of Bruce Campbell. Like we knew it was going to be awesome because Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi, everybody came back.
Yeah.
We knew this was going to be good. That's why that's why these guys haven't got HBO Max for a month to see if it's good or not, because we didn't know.
Yeah. I will say when they said it was going to be Bill Skarsgård coming back to play Pennywise, I'm like, you have my attention.
Yeah.
And you very well could have my at least $10 for 1 month. So
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
you got it. That's good. That's good. I will say it has made me want to go back and watch the first movie again. Not the 1991, but it's got me wanting to watch 2017's it. 1991, there's not much that takes me to want to watch that. I'm just like, I feel like watching Tim Curry clown on some children, literally and figuratively.
What? He's the best Pennywise, man.
That needs to be a button.
All right, remind me, because next week, we're off for Thanksgiving, but when we come back, I will have.
Yes, we are off for Thanksgiving. That's why I'm drinking tonight.
Oh,
spinning that fucking thing, smiling and looking around.
Maybe I'll go get a drink in a minute too and join you, Nick. But I wanted to use this as a transition because somebody in the chat said thoughts on Stranger Spielberg's movie season 5. Since we're talking about shows, that'll have launched by the time we come back from our Thanksgiving break.
Mm-hmm.
Is the hype real for you? I'll watch it, but
yeah, I mean, like when I'm going home Monday for Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna spend most of the week watching like the entire 4 seasons of that show so I can catch up. But that's what I'm gonna do. Once again, if you guys, if our audience wants reviews of it or whatever, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, tell us so we can get it. But I doubt you guys really care anymore because I feel like nobody does.
No, and the thing is, I have been around the Utes during most of the Stranger Things life cycle, and the hype was real after the first 2 seasons. Season 3, the kids were still running around wearing Stranger Things shit and this and that and the other thing. I haven't really noticed a whole lot of Stranger Things in and out of the schoolhouse. Like, I don't used to see the shirts all the time. Used to see backpacks, things like that. You don't see any of that. Like, maybe 1 out of every 200 that comes through my doorway will be wearing a Stranger Things shirt during the week. But that's about where we're at, because I could even walk into school tomorrow and be like, so who's excited for Thanksgiving break to watch Stranger Things season 5? And I might get like 2 people, like they're back on the Clash Royale train at this point. Like, that's
okay
where we're at. They're into that and whatever is on the TikTok. That's
what I figured.
where we're at. I don't know if there's a whole lot of because like that was like their core audience was the children, like the teenagers and things like that. That's who was coming out for Stranger Things, and I ain't even seeing that anymore.
Yeah, well, and I mean, like the Netflix waited too fucking long to do the season. They waited too damn long. And that's on them, because even during the strike, they could have like crossed the picket line or paid them out or whatever, and been like, yeah, just keep making it. It's fine. We got you.
Which is funny because the show we just got done talking about, Welcome to Derry, that got hampered by the strike because they started making that show. The strike happened, then it went dormant, but then they were able to bring it back, and they did it in a timely fashion. They didn't wait till Finn Wolfhard cashed his first fucking Social Security check.
He got fired.
Yeah, he aged out. They need Mike to be 18, and he's 49 at this point. So
he's a Ghostbuster now. So he doesn't need to
Jesus, true. Yeah, he's got those Ghostbusters money. And honestly, the fucked up part is like that is the only kid whose name I remember from that show. And I had seasons 1, 2, and 3 on the Ray Blues, and was like, yeah, I'm totally in this show, until I realized I'd been honey dicked by season 3, watching the Blu-ray, going, They built a fucking bunker under the wall. And no one notices. I'm sorry. I can only suspend disbelief. I can pretend that there is actually an alien pretending to be a fucking clown in Maine somewhere, eating children. I can live with that fact. But the thought of 1985 Indiana, the Soviets spending years building this giant underground bunker and nobody noticing, especially the government, who is operating intelligence stuff in that very town. That's when they lost me. I'm like, I don't care about running up that fucking hill. I don't give a shit about the fucking fireside club or whatever the hell it's called and whatever that kid's got going on. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like even now, like the only reason I'm watching it is to like finish off the story. That's really all I care about. Like I want to see how it ends.
And I'm just going to wait until you guys either A, tell me, or B, because I have the Netflix. As soon as it comes out, just watching the final episode.
Yeah, you're better off waiting till like I think the final episode comes out like New Year's Eve or some shit or New Year's Day.
Oh, New Year's Evil. I like
it. So then like because I know that we get like one half now, one half at Christmas, and then the last episode happens like at New Year's. So
well, I can already tell you that I will definitely be able to do that. I will watch my college footballs, and then when this house turns into fucking Saigon, Slick, I will excuse myself to the other room to pull up Netflix to watch the final episode of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Just like junior high, dickhead.
Yeah. Those kids used to be in junior high once, 3 seasons ago.
They were in junior high like 10 years ago.
That's true. That first season was almost 10 years ago.
Holy shit, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like
kidding.
2016 when hang on.
Oh my god. I think you're right.
Stranger Things season 1 debuted on the 15th of July in the year of our Lord 2016.
5 seasons across 10 years. Oh god, Netflix, come on.
And think of all the money spent on the new season.
Dude, I could equate it for you because I had friends who were working on movies who constantly were getting like calls to like help them out, to be extras, to do things for cars, for costumes, for everything. They were getting calls and there were like constant updates on all these film groups people were sharing things on film groups being, hey, Stranger Things production needs these things. Like they kept needing like all kinds of shit. It was insane. And it's weird because like I want to say they ended 2024 Christmas. Yeah, 2024 Christmas is when they ended filming. It was like the 22nd of December of 2024, like right before Christmas. Like Millie Bobby Brown like does a whole speech like, you know, when she does the last scene when it's like the last shot. It's hilarious. I'm like, so we're gonna wait a year for this to get edited down and put together.
Yeah. We've been waiting an entire year just because Waffle Girl had to talk. Great.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. I think they spent. I want to say what I want to say it was like 50. Was it like $20 or $30 million an episode? Like it was a lot of fucking money.
I'd believe that with all the CGI.
Or maybe it was 50 or whatever. I don't fucking know. It was a lot of money though.
The only thing I can give them though is that Stranger Things does look good. Like
no, it does. It does.
It's a cinematic show. Every element looks really good. Like when they go to the Upside Down, it looks better than Marvel, which used to be the gold standard for entertainment. Like I might be personally just tired of.
Are we saying that Stranger Things is now the gold standard of entertainment when it comes to cinematic television?
Welcome to Derry is up there. Actually, Welcome to Derry looks just as good as Stranger Things.
I enjoy that fucking theme song way more than I should.
The introduction, yeah.
Because it's the introduction with this little girl singing about how beautiful she's going to be with her hair up and all this stuff. But the whole time you're seeing these fucking cartoons of 1950s Americana with all this horrible shit happening in the background.
The spike going into the kid's face and they're smiling at her. I'm like, oh Jesus, this is horrific.
Yeah, I love it. I love it all. It's the introduction. Like I wait for it because it's such a fun introduction. They do such a good job.
Yeah, I never skip over the intro. I'm like, nope, I'm watching this because I want a ribbon in my hair too. But Atlas Pennywise went on.
That's how I feel about the Stranger Things theme. I think that's the best TV theme song in decades. I listen to that all the time. I mean, I'm oddly interested in seeing this show. I thought the last season was kind of lame, and I I'm invested in everybody except the kids that are the focal point. Like, I want to see what Hopper's up to, and Winona Ryder, and
Dude,
Steve
Hopper's
Harrington.
Hopper's dying. Hopper's dying.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Hopper's
He died
dying.
Hopper's he should have died in season 3, but somehow he got beamed to a fucking gulag.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Again, I'm just like, it ends, and then it shows him like, fucking hell. All right, I powered through this season, even though I was pissed off the whole time that you somehow gloss over the fact that Soviets built a bunker under a mall in Indiana, only to have Hopper should fulfill his character arc here and take one for the team to save the kids, but he somehow has been sent magically to a gulag.
Do you
And
think
that was the last time I've only watched season 3 one time. I'm like, I cannot deal
No, it's fine. It's
with
fine.
this.
is Murray
just
gonna
too
die?
much.
You think?
Murray,
I think he should go.
Murray will die too. Murray will die too, doing like some sort of technical thing. He's like, I gotta hold this button while like the electricity shoots through me, and like, go kids, go. Like that's what'll happen. He'll die that way. Steve will die too.
That'll piss me off because
Steve will die. Steve will
Steve's
die.
the best character.
Who was the guy in the last season? The fucking like rocker kid.
Oh, Eddie, he was good. I bought his action. figure.
He'll come back. He'll come back and be like a mimic for like, you know, fucking one the kid who really liked him. He'll be a mimic for that kid. It'll be Vecna like pretending to be him. That's what'll happen.
I don't know, man. He was off making the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, because that did really well.
I mean, it may have been a shit movie that underperformed, but he was there. So
No, he was. No, for sure. And like, I hope I see him in other things, not just like bullshit Marvel stuff that nobody cares about.
in the chat they're saying no one will die; they'll all come back, and then they'll all
shit.
wake up.
God,
We're gonna get a Saint Elsewhere ending where it was just like an autistic kid's dream the whole time, staring at a snow globe. That would be
Yeah.
amazing. It turns
Denzel
out like
Washington's not real.
if that's the case, everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck you, we're done."
dude, what was
over.
the? It's at the end of it. It's just Waffle Girl is actually in an insane asylum, not actually in some kind of like psychic thing, and like she's just sitting there staring at like this picture of like the yearbook from that middle school because she fucking went out, like lost her goddamn mind, and she was just envisioning it the whole time. They do that, and I 100% will declare this the gold standard of entertainment. I'm like, yes,
If they-
you made
if
your
they
entire
fuck-
audience wait years to see a finale, and you just completely fucked them over. Yes.
If they do that, that would like I would be pissed off, but I would laugh immediately after. Like, God damn it, you did it! Fuck. All right, I owe Kendo $1.
The greatest television show of all time. It wipes its ass with The Wire. This show is the best.
God, yeah, I do know that they are going to also start like the fucking cartoon or the like cartoon / anime show that's going to happen afterwards as well too. So
More?
yeah, we're gonna get more of that. But the Duffer brothers have left Netflix and they're going to Paramount because Netflix apparently isn't paying them enough. So they're like, "Fuck you, Paramount's gonna pay us some money." But we'll see how that goes too because Paramount and Warner Brothers are like all up in the air now and shit. So
It's Benioff and Weiss 2.0. It's you guys are on a hot show. You're not shit without that show. Like the Duffer Brothers aren't going to be like, what are we going to do this time? Because your show's popular for 3
We're
reasons.
gonna get a Star Wars trilogy.
An 80s nostalgia Star Wars trilogy. It's going to be.
Ah.
They should have done the Skeleton Crew. They already tried that 80s nostalgia Spielberg shit last year. It didn't work.
yeah, but I feel like the 80s nostalgia shit is like it sailed like 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago.
Agreed.
Like it's like yeah. Or I would say even like during the pandemic it died. Kind of thing. Like it really died during the pandemic.
Yeah, because I would even take it a step further, Nick. I think 80s nostalgia had died a while before Stranger Things came out, but Stranger Things reinvigorated it and brought it back one last time because the 80s kind of never stopped. Because in the 90s, you're still having that 80s hangover. And then after the 90s ends, as soon as we get to the year 2000, everything's like, the 80s are cool again. And all this shit gets re-released. There's the show I Love the 80s. All these classic movies get re-released. Thundercats and He-Man's back out. Transformers and G.I. Joe. It just never stopped.
Yeah.
And then it did. And then Stranger Things brought it back. I think that's the last time because I don't think, you know what's sad? I don't even think it'll be referred to as 80s nostalgia anymore. It'll just be referred to as like Stranger Things shit. Like the next generation will just be like, oh, you know, like Stranger Things stuff. Like you mean the 1980s? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just going to like roll your eyes because they don't have a frame of reference.
The fact that I can say that I lived through most of the 80s and all the 90s does give me a lot of street cred with the Utes.
I had
I
a
think that's
Tell
kinda
us.
cool.
they're like, tell us about the rabbits, George.
Well, what really kicked it off is that they were joking about the year 26-7 and something to that. I'm like, that's like 42 years from now. You all, God willing, should somehow see 26-7. I will be like 84, so I may be there. I might not know that it's the year 2067, but I may be there. And that's what it just kicked
Well,
off the whole
we
thing.
already made a deal that if you start to go senile, I get to take you out. Okay, we
and
already
I
made
get
that
to
deal.
watch.
And we already made that deal, Kendo.
I would much rather just be walked into the woods and put down like fucking George.
That's
and
what you said.
of
That's
mice
what you
and
said.
men, as
That's what you
opposed
said.
to, laying
Yeah,
there
that's-
shitting myself in a hospice.
That's exactly what you said. Because if that happens, then you're like, hey man, just take me out. I'm like, gladly.
I thought
100%.
Dude,
you
I will
wanted
even
Dawn of
show
the
you
Dead.
exactly where this should happen too. You can walk me into exactly a certain place in the woods that way, about 1,500 miles, and I'm just be like, look, you're home.
I'm not going to drive you across the country. We're just going to tell you you're home and just do it in the parking lot.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do the
See, now
parking lot,
that's
man. It's fine.
unfair. All right, I'm gonna.
There'll be
change.
trees in the parking lot. You'll think you're at home.
They're palm trees, and it's not, because Nevada is not home.
You won't
It
know
is.
the
It
difference.
is for you now. So just be quiet. It's fine.
You'll eventually live there longer than you were ever in Camp Kendo.
Changing my fucking living will. And I'm
Yeah, if you put us in it,
Going
you'll live
to.
longer.
going to renege on that whole agreement I made. I will find somebody else that's more willing to do it on my terms.
It could be Dion. He just won't show up. You'll shit
He
yourself.
just
in the
won't show up.
hospital
He'll
bed.
be late.
Yeah, you'll have just flatlined, and then Dion's like, "Hey man, I'm so sorry.
I had to go Wicked Part 5.
Wicked Part 5 came out. No. The second remake of the second part of Wicked came out. He had to go watch it.
Yeah.
He's going home to watch fucking West Side Story again. Like they've remade it since.
Oh my god.
You should ask Pete. The chat's like, is Pete and Kendo's plan? Maybe Pete can take care of you, Kendo.
Pete's older than me, though, but I think he would be willing to do it the way I want him to.
Just two old dudes trying to find like.
It's like the bucket list.
Yeah.
So it's
like, I'm pretty
it's like-
sure this
it's
is
like
where Camp Kendo used to be.
it's like grumpier
Shit's
old
still
men.
here.
Gotcha.
Turns out we're driving around in Oklahoma.
There you go.
Better than Oakland.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Now, I was looking at the chat. They're talking about how early 2000s nostalgia is coming back. Evanescence revivals, new metal.
Oh fuck. Jesus Christ.
I don't want to live through 2000s revivals. It was fine when we lived through it, but like that weird post 9/11 window where it's like entertainment was kind of shit, and then
everything had to be sanitized for like 18 months,
Yeah.
and then
Everything
it was
stopped
fine.
being cool for like a year and a half, and then suddenly
Yeah.
everything was cool again. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, we're
Midnight
allowed to
Ride
make
came
jokes.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, Dion, you suffered. We're not really here to poke fun at you, but
We are.
you're alive. Was it?
Yeah. Nobody wants to hear all that bullshit. Listen, let's just get it out of the way, okay? I got a wife and a twin sister. He playing cool. The three of them are playing cool, but like they be calling them out. If one of these two chicks were to jump out here, they'd be like, "Oh my god, guys, good to see you." So these three chumps is lying to you, America. That being said, I went and saw Wicked for good, and then doing
Willingly,
that,
and we know you were excited. to do so.
Ain't nobody ask you, Stedman.
And nobody asked for a review of the second Wicked movie either.
All I'm
I'm just
saying
saying.
is, I went and saw Wicked for good. The ladies loved it. My black ass was there.
I got
It
a
wasn't that
text
bad.
from you
It
about
wasn't
how
that bad.
upset you
It
were.
wasn't that bad. It was extra. It was extra, but it wasn't that bad.
Really, a
That's
musical was extra? You don't say.
Listen, theater kids are a real thing. Being married
Are
to
you,
two of them.
dude? Oh my god! I've been watching. What is it? Stacey Rico and Ariana Grande do fucking like red carpet shit. It's the most theater kid bullshit I've seen in my life. Like I get it. You two, the movie's over with, and you're doing press. Like, calm the fuck down.
Did Willem Dafoe do a good job as the Green Witch?
He does. He
Okay.
does.
Just
And-
checking.
And Jeff Goldblum is charming as hell, and he's all dancing around and doing his jazz hands thing. And I'm like, man, tell me about the mathematical probability of life and not Helen Hunt's naked body, whatever, man. That's cool. That's entertaining. And it's very dramatic. If you have a lady friend and who wants to see this, you take her to see this, she's going to be happy.
Listen,
and there was a decent amount of people who saw it. And, you know, it wasn't that, you know, I was a little toasted, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad.
We know. We know.
It was actually, you know.
So I have one legitimate question about the movie. God. Did the lady that played the Wicked Witch?
Hold on, I'm taking off my shoes. Hold on, I'm taking off.
You can listen and take off shoes at the same time. I've done that before.
Yeah, apparently Dion can't walk and breathe at the same time either.
Hold on, let me take off my slipper. I can still hear you.
And to get in front of it, I'm being aggressive. Now, ask your question.
So, was the lady that played the Wicked Witch of the West better in this movie or in Nosferatu?
Better in Nosferatu.
Okay. And she looked the part really well, too.
Yeah, she does.
Is there a scene where the wind blows Ariana Grande to Oz? Like, is that the movie's plot? Like, and she goes? No?
It's part of it. It's kind of part of it, yes.
Did both these witches at some point on the screen scissor and make this movie actually palatable?
Sadly, no. But they hug a lot, which you can do.
That's not the same thing, motherfucker.
That's like Disney Channel shit. Oh, they hugged it out.
Yeah, and also Jeff Goldblum is always.
Hey, baby, can you grab me a beer? Thank you, baby. What was you saying?
All I'm saying is Jeff Goldblum could read stereo instructions, and he's charming. Like, he's always charming. I don't know why you have to like reiterate that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
does Ariana Belgrande ever get him out in this movie?
What? They're gone, dude. Ozempic took them away, dude. They withered like when you threw water on the Wicked Witch of the West. Well, she didn't melt.
That's a shame.
Listen. There's a solid B cup between both of them. Okay.
I like how Dion's muted, and it's like, but we.
Oh, I had to put one of them. Listen, that's the other the downside of Wicked for Good is if you take your if you take a couple of them, they get extra. You know, so she's trying. She's being
just buy them ice cream and have a nice time.
I agree.
Listen.
I agree.
Order some Ben and Jerry's and put on Friends. They'll be quiet. I swear.
Oh, Dion might shoot himself. He has to watch Friends tonight.
They're outside smoking. You say Friends. I'm stuck here watching Friends instead of the damn game. Cool it, man. You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah, we don't want to fuck his life up.
The point is,
I literally have one follow-up question to all this because it seems like, based on the way you're telling the story, there was literally a firearm pointed at your head to make you go see this movie. But last time I checked, your wife and your sister are adult women, correct? That could theoretically go see the movie on their own, and you wouldn't have had to, right? Or was the firearm like really big caliber?
It was a cannon, like literal cannon from Civil War era, pointed at his balls.
It was enough of a caliber that would hurt. That being said, it wasn't that bad. You know, you have a couple of drinks beforehand, you hit the freaking pen a little bit beforehand. You know, it's kind of annoying that they're all crying next to you, like for 70% of the movie. That's a little extra. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, buddy,
wait, hold on. Women crying during a musical? You're fucking kidding me.
You know?
Hey, at least
listen,
you take a
Sound of
girlfriend to go
Music
see
is
the
one of my
Lovely
favorite
Bones.
movies. So I can dwell. I love Sound of Music.
No, Sound of Music is good, but I'm just saying, like, this was a stage play to begin with, and then it became a movie because it was so popular. Like, and it was into two parts. Like, what did you expect to happen in part two? Whatever they said was going to happen in part one. Like, it's not like rocket surgery. We know what's going on.
Well, better than The Crow, they want to know.
I wouldn't say that. But it is definitely it itches the tear mark. That's for damn sure. They want to cry, they will cry. And you know, the two chicks in the movie are weird and they're weird in the movie. So, you know, at least that part's legit.
If they wanted to cry, they could have watched My Girl. Like, what the fuck?
It's true.
That's a good movie.
Could have watched you know, Macaulay Culkin gets stung by them bees.
His glasses.
Dean H 164 rocket surgery. It's like rockets. What is it? Rocket science and brain surgery. Rocket surgery.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the rocket gets like, you know, a torn ACL and you got to fix it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to fix a rocket. Rocket surgery. Okay, you know, happens.
Yeah.
Is that what happened
Like-
to Rocket Raccoon? You just put
Yeah.
him out the pasture?
Pretty much.
Folks, if you're watching at home, we're dropping the link in the chat right now because our friend Breadman Productions, just picked up a copy of Stealing Solo 2, The Power of the Farce. You guys can get it for a limited time only. We're not even into our full second week of the campaign, and we're 122% of our way to our goal. So there's all kinds of extra bonus perks and wonderful things coming your way, and people are getting excited. And guess what? I got more appearances coming up soon. So after the holiday, you'll catch me on the side scrollers and a whole lot more. But make sure you guys check that out. Support the channel that way. Get a nice book for yourself. And when you come to the cons, you can bring it to get signed by all the WCPS crew. I don't think there's any books with everybody's signature in it.
Yeah, apparently, Jeff got his way into Rogan. He's going to be on Rogan next week.
Yeah. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, God, I would punch that guy immediately and be like, "I fucking hate you. Let's go on."
Yeah, I would be very upset if I found out Zach or Jeff was going to go hang out with fucking Seth Rogen. Like, really, of all the Rogans in the world, that's the one you ended up picking? Okay. But
Oh, dude, if I could go on the Joe Rogan podcast, I would go in a heartbeat. Fuck, that's the #1 show in the world. It's like you go on there, you talk about it. It's like, hey, Stealing Solo made $1 billion. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Joe Rogan. He's like, I want to cut, bro. It's like, all right, here's 10%.
Use it for what it's worth. 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm a
know.
businessman.
I know one doofus that I'm related to that is back Stealing Solo Part 2.
Oh, tell him thank you. You got that copy of the book from Nick, right?
I did, and he's very happy. I sent him a picture of it immediately and was like, "Hey, look, you got a copy," and he was very happy. And he said to say thank you to Jeff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
said,
I sent
sure,
you-
I will,
I-
and then I didn't.
Sent you your giant care package.
I did, yes. I was very, very thankful for that. The kid likes his Danger Zone shirts that he can't fit yet, but they were bought with him getting bigger in mind. And
That's the idea. Because that was a small. Like, I got it from actually the Paramount Studios gift shop, and I was just like, he's gonna have these, and I was like, I'll buy the small size I can get because he'll eventually get into them. So it's fine.
He will. It's fine. He same thing with his Bucky shirt. It's an extra small, because it still fits him like kind of like a big shirt, and I'm like, he'll have it for a while.
Yeah, but no, I was hell bent on like getting him some Top Gun stuff from Paramount Studios. Like, that was my goal, and I'm like, I'm glad I did it.
Be like, your father loves that movie. He doesn't even have anything like that.
Yeah, I also sent you the Steelbook Tombstone in 4K.
Yeah, it is right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I was very happy to see that. I'm like, sweet. Now I own this movie on every format that it's came out in, unless it came out on Laserdisc, in which case I don't have the Tombstone Laserdisc. But I've got the videotape, I've got the Blu-ray, I've got the 4K, and now I've got the Steely book.
I have
Oh,
that
yeah.
Steelbook too. It's wonderful. All right. So, guys, we've trolled Dion enough, I think. Dion, are you ready to proceed with a normal show?
I was born ready, motherfucker.
All right. So, is Mr. Cleo ready to be summoned, or do you need a few more minutes to like come down and decompress
Yeah, off
Or
that
the-
wicked high.
or get baked?
Listen, let's go. The champion is here. Let's go right now. Hit me, baby. What you got? Call me now.
All right, let's call up our psychic extraordinaire, Mr. Cleo, because we have a special question from our pal. I think it was Overkill, TLJ Screwjob. YouTube has changed everybody's names. Mr. Cleo, which does Dion secretly like more? Wicked for Good or Terminator Dark Fate?
With that question, you calling to one deal, then Mr. Cleo, you called me now. With that question, you a Libra, aren't you, darling? Oh, bomba blah. Oh, which one does he like more? Dark Fate, Terminator, the one that let us all down. Tim Miller, he dropped the ball, bomba blah, bonga, but it went, Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good. That one's pretty good. Either way, when we say what the Dion like, what do we go to? We go to the Kiads. Why? Because the Kiads don't lie. And the Kiads say where he go. Oh, it's wicked for good. He go down the Ivory Road. And the Ivory Road lead to the land of the second Kiad. Bogwan. And they land to the land of milk and honey. That's where he go. The Ivory Road for wicked for good. Land of milk and honey. Call me now, Bomba Clyde. I've been mercy.
These have been the wise words of Mr. Cleo. And we're back. Yeah, I'm glad that Mr. Cleo is here, Psychic Extraordinaire. It's what makes our show different and better than the rest. We have our own Psychic Extraordinaire, and he knows that 2025 has been a crazy year. We've seen a lot of strange shit happen, but over the last week, guys, as soon as Kendo gets back, we'll jump into this topic because this is something I just wanted to ask your thoughts on. We talk about historic moments in history, and it sucks to live through them. We might have lived through one the other day, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Let me check in with our chat here, our wonderful chat. Let's see. Dark Fate is not as bad as people think. Now, Birdie,
No, it's worse.
We watched it for the channel. If you'd like to hear our live thoughts, you can watch it along with us over on Patreon. Or no, wait, we did that here on the channel. That's in the archives.
Yeah, we did. It's in the archives. Yeah, it's in the archives.
Yeah, if you're a patron, you can watch the film. If you just want to listen to our commentary on it, that's here on the channel. Go to WCBS, make sure you're subscribed, and type in Terminator Dark Fate. And you can find that and a whole lot more in terms of terrible, terrible commentaries like Ghostbusters, Star Wars, Samurai Cop, but that's a good time had by all. So, Kendo, I was waiting until you get back, but over the week, we had a historic moment. We had the dreaded E-Files. They voted on it in the Congress.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's passed. We're just waiting to get released. What did you guys think? And do you think anything's actually going to come of it? Or are you like me and think, well, we're here, but that's the end of it, and we'll never know more?
Yes, all of that.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so here's the thing. I love how this has become like the political volleyball that it was, for the end of the previous administration. It was like, oh, get those out there. We want to see. And then the current administration ran on a promise of, we're going to put that shit out there, on front page. We're going to clock that T, as the youths would say. And then they had the big old press conference and they were carrying around the binders for photo ops about all that stuff. And then nothing happened. It went away. Apparently turned into a hoax. Who knows? Which then begs the question of what's that lady in jail for then? Because she clearly wasn't doing anything illegal with anybody to anybody. If it doesn't exist, it's not And then they came around and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and vote for this thing. We're going to pass it. And the current, administration says, we're going to sign it. We're going to put it all out there. My whole thing is this. If there was anything that was like super damning on it about anybody currently in charge right now, that shit would have came out over the previous administration since they had all the authority to be able to do that. Do I think that we're going to get a lot of pages that look like somebody went crazy with the Sharpie over a bunch of words? Yes, I do. There's going to be essentially these files are going to be dominated so hard by Redacted that they'll make Vacant look like a crappy champion that they are in the world of wrestling, because Vacant is a very prominent champion in the world of wrestling. And we're going to be sitting here. We're going to be sitting here at the end of the day going, well, we already knew that. We already kind of knew that. That's kind of new. And the only people that will get mud slung at them in a direction that would hurt would either be people that are currently deceased, and probably will continue to be so, because if you're already currently deceased, that's kind of how it goes. And or people that have already been shamed into oblivion, like Andrew Montbaden Windsor, whatever the fuck he's calling themselves these days. So unless they've already been tarred and feathered or they're currently dead, I don't think we're not going to get any names named of any substance. That's my whole take on it, because I don't think anything's going to come of it, because with the way our political scene is, anybody that could have been taken down with this to prevent them from being elected to any office, that would have happened already. So I don't expect us tomorrow morning to wake up and learn anything new. and it's just going to be a bunch of markered lines and things like that. And it's going to make the JFK assassination look all the more crystal clear about how it probably happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
By comparison.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well too. It's like, yeah, the law, the law went through, and I think Trump signed it like, in the middle of the night, like as soon as it came across his desk, it's signed and everything. But then there's like some clause in there saying like they have to go through the files first, and then like figure out what is like classified and not be.
Well, it is still an ongoing investigation.
That's why
There you go.
Changed it.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's ongoing, and it's like there's a lot of classified material in there, so anything classified has to be redacted, and like anything could be classified. We learned this through like Hillary's emails, where like even when she sent people recipes, that was classified because it was in her emails. So like anything could be that way. They could deem any part of it to be classified, and then like we get nothing. Like Kendo said, like it'll just be like it'll be an entirely black page except for like 4 words on it. Like that'll be fine. What we'll see. So yeah, it's gonna be a shit show. Like we're not gonna get anything important out of it. And I'm totally with Kendo. Like people who are dead, we'll get their names. People who are in office or ready to retire, we might get them, but that'll be slim to none. So nothing will actually come of this.
That's how I feel. It's all theater. And I did watch the vote live. I was like, why am I watching? Was it the Senate live?
Yeah, C-SPAN.
C-SPAN, baby.
I was on YouTube, man. I was sitting there eating lunch, and I was like, wow, this is a waste of my afternoon, but I have time. And
this is
I watched the whole damn thing. I even watched him vote. I was like waiting for the 15-minute counter. I'm like, I got to hear this.
Yeah, well, this is what the government does as well too. I mean, even it happened during Vietnam with Agent Orange. Like they knowingly sprayed that toxic shit across everybody, and even soldiers got affected by it, and like
family member of mine died from it.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
Billy Ray Valentine killed one of your family members. That's awful.
Yeah, he was a karate man. He was bleeding on the inside, but
he was hitting ding dang and being bomb. I mean, he was all over the place over there.
Van Damme and Jackie Chan were there too.
Oh God, yeah, but yeah, I mean, even with that, like, the government's never admitted that they did something wrong. Even with the 9/11 first responder stuff, they've like it's taken an arm and a leg for them to give them any money for their health problems too. There was a whole documentary like and other stuff done about that. So like them to admit anything's wrong is like never gonna fucking happen. So
right,
yeah.
The government hold themselves accountable. What country do you think this is?
Canada?
It's very true.
They don't even hold themselves accountable either.
Yeah.
Shit show down below. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they also, what is it? Then they also spray like a virus into the fog in San Francisco, like in the 60s or 60s during that time. That was an experiment to see if the virus actually, would kill anybody or cause any problems, and it did. So yeah, lots of fun projects they've done on the American people.
We're in the time period where the 2 generations that were raised on action movies and the boomers that are about to enter dementia are cracking. And it's a crazy time to be alive right now. To all that y'all said, that's cool. Yeah, whatever. But earlier you guys were talking about like living through historical moments. People who have a lot of sway and have a lot of say in what we do in our daily lives. The rest of the world, the rest of us that are like here on a podcast listening to our crazy asses realize all those dudes, they're all kind of fucked up. And I agree that we're gonna get a lot of cover up type shit. And also we live in the age of the internet, baby. And we are gonna see what our parents saw, what those movies showed of cover-ups, and also, but we've got the internet, and a lot of people are on the internet, and things get released on the internet, and what is going to be the correlation? What things are not going to match up? Because it ain't a Robert Ludlum novel anymore, dog. It's not a Clint Eastwood movie anymore. At the same time, hey, this dude is flying the FBI plane to go see his girlfriend. Like this shit is crazy. It's gonna be wild, and the documentaries that we're gonna get are gonna be awesome, and the movies we're gonna get are gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be wild. The rest of us, like, if you got a job, keep it, and then hey, it's gonna be wild, dude. It's gonna be interesting. It could be the same old status quo, or we could see some shit.
Listen, Dion, quit talking shit about Cousin Patel, okay?
No. He's cool. Listen, I'm cool. We're all.
No, I don't care. I honestly don't care. That guy's
like, we're all businessmen. Like, listen, we can work something out. You know what I'm saying?
That guy's kind of a jackass, and he sends the worst memes in the group chat on WhatsApp. It's terrible.
100%.
Well, I just wanted to ask you guys that because that was something that was across the desk, and I was like, all right, well, I wonder what the guys are thinking of because I haven't really talked to you guys much this week. I've been busy with the book.
Yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm with Kendo. There, it'll be redacted to shit. We won't get fucking anything. And like, I hope that some crazy hacker group, hacks the computers and we get the true files that come out. I wish that would happen. I wish that were a thing, but that ain't gonna fucking happen.
Well, listen, we're living in a tumultuous time where, no matter what's, that's the glory of shows like ours where, we try to look at it like, hey, we look at this shit. Listen, we love movies and stuff. We look at it from an outside perspective of looking at this thing and digesting it, right? And, if you just take a step back, like, hey, yo, that is a possibility. At the same time, you got different players going against one another, trying to play. We love movies and things like Star Wars. Like this shit plays into, the people with money and media and what they think is supposed to be good. And now we're dealing with this shit with the government is, the president signing things that apparently he doesn't want to sign. Like this is crazy. Like I'm waiting for Damon Wayans to be a sniper in the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a movie that happened. This is pretty crazy.
It is, Dion, but it seems like you have too much faith in the U.S. government of them like telling the truth, which is
right.
Which is wonderful. I'm glad I'm glad
if they try to lie.
Try to lie.
Yeah, I thought that we finally got off the trust the government train during Vietnam. Like that's the part that blows me away about the political machine that's in power now of all the older people that were clearly the people running around screaming, the government lied to us and we're in a quagmire on the other side of the world. They're now saying, trust the government. We've got your best interest. Be like, ain't you guys the same ones that were protesting all this shit like 50 years ago? Because that's kind of how I remember it. But yeah,
that's the interesting part. It's like, it's, you thinking about the type of dude that was looking at them at that time. That shit, the internet has changed all these things. We got things like Facebook and Reddit and Twitter. And
social media means the government's telling the truth about it.
Our parents are living with, they said TV was going to rot your mind. And now all our parents are on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that.
And at the same time, now all this, they're released, the president's going to, this shit's crazy. And it's just, you got to just like sit back.
Yeah, but also, like, once again, it seems like you have a little bit too much faith in the government policing themselves, and it's kind of terrifying,
right?
Because that's never worked out. And
no,
I'll give you an example. MK Ultra. The only reason we know about that is because a journalist broke that, and as soon as they broke it, people at the government were burning papers so this way they couldn't figure out what else was going on with MK Ultra. Like, apparently it was really terrible, horrible human experiments, like really terrible shit. Like even the Montauk experiments are somewhat real. Like, and that was experiments on kids. Like, there's been a ton of shit that they just haven't told us, and they've only told us like redacted versions of, and that's from like 50, 60 years ago that we still don't know about fully. So the fact that you think that like there's going to be a leak on Reddit or something like that for this stuff is like, I mean, once again, I wish I lived in that world, but that ain't gonna.
Yeah, but how do you even know what the fuck you just talked to me about? Like, did you dream that up?
Because he said it now and not in 1995.
Things got leaked and things talked about listen, things got leaked and people talked about stuff. Like, you don't know about that because it was released through the New York Times, motherfucker. You know about it because a dude who talked to another dude who released a story, and like, that happens. I'm not saying it's the government. I'm not saying that it's going to be the government itself that does that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm simply saying that living in a tumultuous time, the things that got leaked from the end of the 20th century, that was without the internet. We know about Operation Paperclip because someone who knew someone in the FBI talked about, oh man, CIA was moving German dudes around in the US because they want to know about rockets. That didn't come out because of shit. I'm just saying the things are going to leak out as a result of the power structure being shaken a little bit is going to be very interesting.
Well, I mean, there are.
Werner von Braun was our leading rocket scientist. Kind of was hard to hide where he came from at that point. And that was like 60 years ago. You can't be like, this is the guy that designed the Apollo rockets to get us to the moon. His name's Werner von Braun. Don't look at where he came from. That's kind of hard to hide in the background, even in 1968.
But those things were that were that a lot of people had changed names. We know that because of shit that got leaked out. And this is going to be wild.
Yeah, no, I mean there are whistleblowers, but there are also modern whistleblowers that happened during like the Boeing stuff last year. There were like 4 or 5 that all mysteriously died from Boeing.
True.
Boeing, a plane company, not even the government, a plane company.
That's true.
All right, that probably worked for the government during the fucking World War II and on. They're probably part of like a bunch of shit.
I ain't saying there aren't going to be Julia Roberts starring movies based on that part of it. I'm just saying, hey, about that wasn't because even then that was because of the internet. People who drop off things and have drop boxes and shit and get leaked to a reporter. That shit happens. On top of the fact that we live in a world where, hey, motherfuckers that have podcasts now are in the head of the FBI. Shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Things get leaked.
I am not the head of the FBI.
No, but 877 Cash now is.
Now with that attitude, you say some more wild stuff. Next thing you could be the head of the Department of looking for motherfuckers.
Department of Motor Vehicles.
I'll take that job. It's an easy job.
Jeff runs his local Department of Motor Vehicles. Perfect.
But like the level. Also, you're not taking into account the level at which they track us. I mean, there are 80,000 flock cameras just in the U.S. that'll track exactly where you're going and have a file on you to where you've been throughout the week and keep all that shit in storage for 30 days. Like, there's just
I can look on this thing and see what I did 20 or 15 years or so ago on my Google timeline.
Yeah,
I hate that feature so much.
Yeah,
I actually kind of like it. It helps me remember some of the shit that I've done.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where like I would once again things off the internet, getting documents and secret things like that. Like as soon as you like click on a certain thing and you're in a certain area, you're gonna get blown the fuck up or taken the fuck out. It's just gonna goddamn happen.
Well, we're bringing back pagers.
Yeah, that's fucked up, Kendo. But I know where you're going with that. Yeah, no, I mean, there's I mean, like, well, what is it? Even what is it like? In the 70s, the CIA revealed they had a heart attack gun, which is wild, but it's a real thing.
They were working on one.
No, it's real. Not that they work on one, it's real. They've used it.
I seen it.
Yeah. They were in front of Congress with the actual device. There's video of them in Congress showing the device and telling them how it works. It's not an idea. It really happened.
Yeah.
That's not scary at all.
They didn't point that shit at nobody and say, they said to trust us. They was working on shit like this, man. And I pointed at you, fucking Senator Utam for Tennessee.
They're not going to do that.
And they were like, yeah, man,
we're going to find a homeless person that nobody's going to notice to disappear.
Even I want to say this was during the 70s or the 80s, but they used an air powered umbrella to put ricin into somebody and kill them.
Yep.
The Canadians used, what is it? I want to say plutonium something in there to kill somebody. Like the dude drank and put in his coffee and they killed him. The Canadians did that.
Yeah, Strip Doctor Savage.
Yeah. Dude,
You know?
some doctor, some teacher from New Mexico put ricin in some lady's coffee once.
Yeah.
Jane, what's her face? It was all
Yeah.
over. It's a famous story.
Yeah, she was the head of like some multinational corporation or some shit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
I mean, yeah, and even then, like, there's a fucking documentary on the CIA bullshit on Netflix that shows a woman in the office with, I want to say it's Reagan or whatever, and she had like a mask on and she took it off and she was a completely different person.
Oh yeah,
The
I saw
mask.
that.
Yeah, like the mask is just something that can roll up. It's extremely thin and like fits over like really well. The president, who was a foot away from her, couldn't tell who she was until she like he thought he thought she was somebody entirely different. And they had that in the fucking 80s.
You think we've ever
sure
run
that
into that
was
stuff,
cool.
Nick? Like, you think you've ever run into somebody with those on?
I'm sure
Sure,
we
yeah,
have. We just don't
replicants
fucking
now.
know.
Like,
don't
we
fucking
did
know.
something and we got checked out already. They're
I'm
like,
sure. I'm sure we have. I'm sure we have. Like
Wouldn't
that
it be
weirdo.
fucked up if there was like a leak and like, you know, you happen to index it and like we popped up because at one point in like 2019 they were afraid we were going to say something and there was like a file on us. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah.
Not really, man. They probably use specific words already. You know, shit,
Like
they're
Code Kansas?
"Oh, man,
Code
podcast."
Kansas. That was the KGB Nick. Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
People be every the comments is helping me like figure out exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I know
the
I've heard of these
Canadians-
things, but like
The Canadians don't have that technology. They use their umbrellas to shoot fucking maple syrup at moose.
But they make a good poutine, which is all that
They
matters.
do.
They do.
Yeah.
They do
So,
that.
yeah, and like they're all of these like declassified stories either through FOIA or just through time, because when these things happen, there's like, I don't know,
Well, you live
they'll get
through
declassified after like 80 years or something.
I do
Well-
think that this case, though, will stick around for quite some time, and we'll hear something soonish.
Listen, when it's the year 2067, it'll all finally come out.
Well, we should still be alive. So I'm literally, I used to
Theoretically.
be sad because I was like, man, I'll never get to live to see us like colonize Mars and live in outer space. But now I'm like, well, at least I got that to look forward to. So
I
I'm counting
think,
down the days.
in all honesty, I think we'll see like the beginnings of that. I think we'll see the beginnings of that.
Would you go like if let's say you didn't have a family, Nick, and let's say that they had perfected like cryo sleep and de-aging and shit, would you volunteer to go off to one of these planets?
Yes.
If
He wants to go to Uranus.
there was like a retirement call, if there was like a retirement call only like Florida, like on Mars, I'd go. I'd be like, fuck you guys, I'm gone.
I would help you get there. I'd be like, Nick, I will pack your bags if this means you're going to Mars.
Yeah, there would be a permanent hologram of Musk on fucking Mars.
Would he be able to still broadcast from Mars? Like, what would the time delay on that one be? Like, would we tell
figured it out.
would be
we tell a joke and then Nick finds out about it 10 minutes later or some shit. And it's like,
light speed. I think isn't it like 20 minutes or something or.
well, radio waves and microwaves can, well, I mean, all those waves go at like 300 million meters per second. So extrapolate it.
Yeah, well, going around the Earth, signal coming back. Yeah, I think it's like 40-minute like round trip.
It takes 8 minutes and 19 seconds for it to get from the sun to Earth. So just go further out.
Okay.
This is above my pay grade of science. I'll do like a volcano or something.
Yeah,
You
guys,
wanna sign
y'all work on that. Y'all work on that. Fucking nerds.
Dion's busy trying to find somebody on Reddit to leak the
Listen.
story.
This coming from the guy who went to go watch Wicked 2, so calm the fuck down, all right?
And then the
ouch.
barrage comes after they got hit a little too close to heart.
To be fair, look, in Dion's defense,
What would it be the time to extrapolate? Is it 8 meters per second? Yeah.
in
Anyway,
I'm on
Dion's
the side of
defense,
science now.
Fucking Running
his
Man was
review
pretty
of the
cool.
movie went from being meh to not that bad to it being good all in one like hour. So
He loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh no, he
It
loves
was
it.
his Force Awakens moment.
He's already pre-ordered the 4K Blu-ray. I know.
yeah, he's got the action figures coming right now. He's gonna get that Nosferatu witch chick and Ariana Belgrande.
Hey Dion, all joking aside, did you see they're making $90 Japanese import figures of those two women from Wicked?
I
Like,
didn't
they
see
think
that.
somebody's gonna buy that shit.
Oh, they will. I'm sure they will.
I mean,
I'm looking
yeah,
at one of the people that might.
We'll see. You know,
Hey, I buy a lot of toys. I'm not buying Wicked figures. Come on now.
we'll see. We'll see. theater
Now, Dion, it's
fans.
not too
always
late.
feel
I
like
could
they're
get you that
not
for Christmas if you really want one.
Dude, he will cherish them. He will cherish them.
I hope. They're not
Like
cheap.
I said, a hit dog hollers.
I don't know what that means, and the laughter doesn't help. It's like you're laughing.
No,
You're like the Joker's laugh box at the end of the movie.
You know what it means? Both of y'all. All of a sudden, oh, he's gonna buy a figure.
Welcome to Inebriated Cast here on World Class Bullshitters, where 3 out of 4 bullshitters have been drinking.
Yeah, but only one of those 4 have been drinking while watching Wicked Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
But we gotta sympathize with him, man, because I couldn't sit through that film unless I was drunk.
I couldn't sit
Well,
through
no,
that
no.
film,
There's a way. Just don't
There's
fucking watch
always
it.
one old guy on set.
Just
You want to get out of here? Talk to me.
Yeah, there's a way to get past it. Just don't go fucking watch it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Our friend Xavier God says,
man.
fuck, marry, kill all 3 Austin Powers movies. That's quite easy. Marry the
Oh, yeah.
Spy Who Shagged Me, fuck the first one, kill the third one.
Easy.
Oh man, let's see.
Oh, Nick's
I
thinking
will
about it.
marry the first one, fuck the second one, kill the third one.
At least the third one's dying.
Beyonce. Is in 3.
Marry the second one. Fuck the first one. Kill the third one.
Yeah. Marry the second one, fuck the first one, kill the third one. Gold
Yeah.
member is just
Yeah.
so bad.
Came to a census. Still,
Yeah, it's a dumb one.
Beyonce is in 3.
Are we just shitting on Beyonce now? Is that what this show's become, Dion?
No. I'm saying
I'm a little disappointed.
you know,
I was looking forward to shitting on Beyonce because I don't think she's that good.
She's
I mean, she can sing, she can't act.
I want justice.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And she good looking, especially when she got that cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying? Going.
If you want an aquarium stream, Mr. or M Power Warren, we have to pick a movie to drink to, and we have to drink for the super chats because that's how.
we have to. We have to do a double feature, and then we have to drink, or you guys have to make us drink, buy us drinks, and essentially, and it'll happen.
Yeah. The aquarium
yeah.
streams.
That one.
I mean, we've really only ever had one. We've had aquarium like listens on Patreon and things like that. That's happened, but yeah, you gotta just
I think next month here they're gonna show all 5 Silent Night Daily Nights.
There's 5 of them.
It's too many.
There are 5 of them.
Mickey Rooney's in one of them, right?
Yeah.
4 too many, even though we do love Garbage Day.
Yeah.
Huh? No.
There's I think the third one is with Bill Moseley, and then like the fourth one, like it's like killer robot toys or some shit like that. I forget. It gets worse as they go on.
Sounds like a Batman plot.
I'm pretty sure
They should have just made it like an anthology series, like horror Christmas shit. That's what they should have done.
Well, that's what Halloween's supposed to be, but we got Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Oh my god, Michael Myers is in it. Oh
Yeah,
well, he's in the Rob Zombie ones. How'd that go?
He's in Halloween Kills and Ends. Those movies are dog shite.
Oh man. And didn't they approve a show for Michael Myers or something recent, or like a couple years ago?
Yeah, he was on Saturday Night Live.
God.
They sold the rights, Nick. The Akkad's estate sold the TV rights because we need a weekly show about the history of Haddonfield. Apparently, this random ass town in Illinois is now going to be fucking haunted because they're so bereft of ideas. Like, it works for Derry. Like, I get it. It's a haunted town.
Yeah.
But Haddonfield, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, we all live in a city where somebody got murdered, and it's not cool. It's tragic. It's sad. But guess what? It doesn't define the fucking city we live in. And to act like, 30 years ago, a little boy murdered his sister and it destroyed the town. No, it fucking wouldn't. People would read it in the newspaper and go, that's messed up. And then the kid got carted off to an asylum and nobody thought about it. That kid broke out and killed 4 people in one night. Tragic, messed up, horrible. But you know what would happen? The world would move on. And we would just by Christmas that year, people wouldn't think about it. Haddonfield wouldn't be destroyed. But for God's sakes, we got to put so much meaning and value into shit that's worthless. That's the kind of shit that pisses me off because it's like we're stuck in neutral, man. And we keep spinning our wheels and we keep trying to make everything fit into this box like it's fucking Star Wars. Oh, it's the world we can milk. No, you can't. We learned that the hard way. So, sorry, that was my soapbox moment. We have a fuck, marry, kill. Elizabeth Hurley, Heather Graham, Beyonce.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Marry Elizabeth Hurley because she still looks great at 60-something years old. Give it to Beyonce and kill Heather Graham.
I'm killing Beyonce.
Heather Graham still looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean that is a toss up between Heather Graham and Elizabeth Hurley though. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I will marry Heather Graham, fuck Elizabeth Hurley, and kill Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yep. And Dion's Dion's getting his tickets for tomorrow to watch Wicked again.
Yeah, but he's going to try to marry both white women.
I can't blame him though, because that's what I want to do.
Ooh, give me. Ooh, marrying Beyonce. Duh. Ooh, damn.
Wow, we fucked that one up.
There's a fucking curveball I never saw coming.
I'm killing Heather Graham.
God damn, really? Jeez.
Not willingly. I was asked a question. I'm asked a question.
Dion, she's white, bro. Don't kill the white lady.
But she ain't Beyonce.
That's a good thing. That's a selling point.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
That's Sweet Baby Ray's, Nick.
Is that okay? It's like, what the hell's going on over there?
It's in everybody's home in America.
That's true.
JR's barbecue sauce.
Dion is drunk, and I love it.
Well,
Maybe next week at this time.
You have to be to deal with Wicked, So.
Hey, don't get mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad. No, not at all. I'm just it's just that I wouldn't have been forced to watch that movie. So,
Are you trying to say couldn't been me?
No, we're not at all.
That is exactly what Nick is saying. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Clone Geek, that's a burn and a half. Grizzly Nightmare 80 says, love those Jeff rants, passion. If you guys want me to rant about shit, cue me up. I got a lot of shit to say about a lot of shit. So believe me, you're always going to get a world-class take here on this channel. But thank you, Grizzly Nightmare. I don't know. Things are okay right now, but there's a lot of dumb crap out there.
Yeah. Amazon also trying to make Bond work, and we'll see how that goes.
You know what? I've come to terms with it. We got the original 20 films. I will watch those. I will act like Daniel Craig is a fever dream, and all he wrote.
I agree, yeah. Because, when Amazon took the guns out of the poster, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what bullshit are you trying to pull right now? What's happening? So stupid.
If I was Jeff Bezos, I would find a way to weed out the people who have those views and just fire them from the entertainment portion of the business. It's like, we don't need you guys fucking up the stuff. All right. This is $1 billion investment. I don't care about what you have to say. If it makes you uncomfortable, go work at, where should they go work? UPS. There we go.
They should go work at Starbucks.
I'm sure they're hiring this time of year. With next week being African American Friday, there's going to be a lot of coffee drank as people wait in line outside of Target for their
but that doesn't even happen anymore. All the things all the sales they have now happen like 6 weeks beforehand, and they're all bullshit. It's like, 50% off, 20% off, free shipping. It's like, no, what happened to the 75% off, the 85% off to the first 200 people who come through the door swinging? I want fights. I want violence. I want teeth knocked out. I want to bring that shit back, man. Let's bring that shit back.
I was going to go out on Black Friday and check out Ollie's and do a live stream and see if it was crazy for the audience. Should I go do that?
Yeah, do it. See what's up.
All right, folks. Join me on African American Friday for an impromptu stream.
And if you have to defend yourself, then you defend yourself. It's fine.
Dude, I've gone to Black Fridays where I'm rushing into a store and people just I'm like Moses, all right? I part the Red Sea. People are just like, what? They don't fuck with me at all.
I remember there was a website dedicated to people getting injured on Black Friday. I remember that was a thing. It was hilarious. But now with with the internet, everybody's staying at home and shit like that. There's no more Black Friday. There's no more Cyber Monday. It's all just all rolled into end of October into November, and we just don't get it anymore. So
I think what's going to happen eventually in this country is it's just going to be fucking Christmas from September 1st to January 1st every year, because they're just going to find a way to psychologically get people to spend more. It's but it's the Christmas season.
Yeah,
it's summer still.
it's weird because I heard somebody say that apparently this year's on track where people are going to spend collectively $1 trillion. I'm like, you are fucking retarded if you think that's what's happening. I don't think so. Not a chance.
They're gonna get less and just buy. They're gonna spend more to get less, dude. It's like,
yeah.
I saw that news report about how Thanksgiving is going to cost more because they put out a report like it's cheaper than ever, but it's like 6 or 12 items less than it was in the past, and all of these things. And I'm just like, yeah, that's I get that. It's not going to be a great Christmas. Hopefully, it's a great Christmas. I know I'm going to get what I want, so. More world-class bullshitters. That's all I care about.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things where like they're like I remember reading it somewhere and I was like, that is the most retarded shit I've ever heard. Like even Prime Day and Amazon like didn't make what they predicted. Like nobody bought anything for Prime Day or Prime Weekend, I should say.
Because Prime Week was bullshit, dude. I love a good sale. So much of my collection is like, for example, did I need to buy these vintage style Star Wars figures? No, but they were super cheap. So I was like, you know what? $3 is the right price.
Yeah.
So I just bought it. And I love to do shit like that. It's like, do I need another printer? No, but it's $9.99. It's cheaper to buy a new printer than it is to buy ink. But
100%.
They don't have anything that's interesting this year, man. Like, I guess I was saying this. I went to a Friendsgiving last week, and I was talking about how there's like a general malaise in society, and everyone agreed with me. How everyone just doesn't fucking care about anything right now. Yep. And it's weird because I feel it, and I also feel myself not caring about certain things, but I'm partially just kind of busy with other shit. But does this ever stop? Because I don't want it to get worse where people just care less and less. I'm not asking people to be like, hippy dippy, let's all hold hands across America shit. But I don't know, man. It feels weirder than others. So.
No, like I first thought about it when you mentioned it during Halloween, during October. You're like, yeah, it doesn't feel like Halloween, and like I was odd because you said it, and I looked at like my cul-de-sac, and like usually there's a couple of places, little we'll have decorations on the doors and things like that, and lights and stuff around and things, but there was nothing this year, and it's like, you're fucking right. Like nobody wants to do anything. Like nobody's feeling it, Yeah.
And the street over from us had a block party. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was few and far between. There was like 4 houses out of like 12 in their block party, and then there was like 1 out of every 4 houses on the part of the neighborhood after that had decorations. But that was about it. Like even on where we're at, I mean, I bought like 4 of those big bags of like I'm busy. Of the gummy bear candy things, and we still had a bunch left over because like our end of the neighborhood nobody even came to, so like, even the trick-or-treating was thin.
Well, yeah, that was the thing as well. I remember hearing in the beginning of October, bags of candy went up like by $10, and people were like, I don't even know if I want trick-or-treaters at my place if like it's gonna be expensive. So
that shit was insane. Like, we bought the Haribo thing, got 80 pieces for like $10. I'm like, that is probably the best deal we're gonna come up with. Plus Haribos are awesome.
So it's
But yeah, like it was like $20 for like 150 pieces of like the little miniatures, and the little miniatures, like Snickers, fun size, and everything like that. Now they're even smaller because they got them just like little dabs essentially at this point. You don't even get the fun size shit anymore.
Yeah, they're just dab shaped fucking gummy bears.
Yeah, and the thing is, they think they're being cute because they got each little dab of the Snickers spelled out with the letters and everything like that. And I'm like, you're just asking for problems.
Yeah, I know. It's shrinkflation, the whole thing. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Even the damn collectibles are smaller than they used to be.
Yeah, that's wild. It's all hope like what you said, Jeff. I wish this doesn't last much longer because it's a real fucking downer. It's a real fucking downer.
Yeah, like it's still fun to hang out with you guys and do shit. Like, don't get me wrong, it's just like it always was. But like, we'll get together to do shit, Nick, and it's like we're having a good time, and everybody else is just kind of like, it's like we're in Derry, Everyone just like looks at you, and you're like, I'm sorry that I'm not miserable today. We have a very generous super chat from our friend Georgian. Thank you very much to Georgian, who says, found some Stealing Solo comics I thought I didn't purchase. The mass mailer version, the poly mailer, action figure print with stickers. Also, tip to Dion, alcohol fund for Wicked. Craig destroyed Bond. I agree with that. And a number 007. Yeah.
So dramatic.
What about Daniel Craig?
Yes.
I mean, if he didn't, okay, we have it on record that it was his demand that James Bond be killed. Therefore, he killed the James Bond franchise.
Yes.
Yeah, he also wouldn't stop bitching about being James Bond.
I wish he would have just
also true.
like
Also true.
he should have just stuck with the girl in the Iron Lung. No, girl in the Dragon Tattoo. That's
Girl in the
Girl in
Iron
the
Lung
Iron
is a different movie that we need.
yeah. You want to make the girl in the Iron Lung?
Girl, I think the last man who had an iron lung died recently. So yeah, we could totally do that.
Yeah, he wrote that for Brandon.
Yeah.
And a good day to you too, sir.
Son Larry is an asshole.
Yeah, still that fucking car, but we found his homework. Speaking of buttons, we had a request for button number 007. Georgian, since you ask, you shall receive a couple buttons here on the channel for all the love you give the channel, all the support you've given, and let's give you a couple. First off, this is a fun one.
Oh my God! Unbelievable! Oh my God!
Good old Perk Angle.
The bill collector.
Then we got this one.
Son, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
Yeah, Larry.
Don't forget this one.
Cry me a river, dick face.
And then
I think of y'all when I hear that.
I think of you when I hear this one.
I'm Shawanda, and her name's Brickwilla.
Oh, those are beautiful names. I'm Gloria, and this is Black Dynamite.
My mama said my daddy's name is Black Dynamite. So did my mama.
Oh, hush up, little girls. A lot of cats have that name.
I love that movie so damn
Oh
much.
my God! And if you can ever watch the cartoon, oh my God, you will not stop laughing. It's such a good fucking cartoon. Jeez.
Ninja, please.
Oh, one more since it's holiday season and people are going to be shopping for toys soon.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof.
Oh God, those figures are going to be turned into mulch. It's fine.
It's, you know, as long as it helps the planet in some way, Disney's overspending. I mean, it's not like the factories that made those figures polluted the air or destroyed the environment, Nick. It's, you know, the diversity action figures are saving the planet one chunk of plastic at a time.
Jeez.
I'm actually working on a video about that. I have this list right here, folks. Not the list of Jericho. It's the list of videos.
Oh my God, is that the list, the E list, Jeff? Is that what you have? Are you the whistleblower?
Oh, Jeff the whistleblower's on Reddit right now.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. I'm blowing a whistle. That's all I'm blowing. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Diversity toys for possibly Tuesday, folks. So, and then here's some random ass sketches I did while I was working.
Nobody, because you've done an Ollie's video every, for the last I don't know, few months, if not the year, and showing how all these toys are still there. Like,
buddy, I have been doing those regularly for the last 2 years to show.
Sorry, 2 years. 2 years.
Point.
I am way the fuck off.
Okay. It doesn't feel like 2 years for me either.
Yeah, I know. But he's showing how none of this shit sells constantly.
Yeah, that's the case, man. But that's okay. We're here to laugh at it. Somebody in the chat was like, "Hey, it's the guy with the shuricopters." I don't have shuricopters. I still have one, but we gave him away. We autographed him. Remember, Nick?
You did. Yeah, you did. You did.
And by the way, folks, I have the table for the Lexington Comic and Toy Show. WCBS is going to continue to grow and do more stuff.
You should, before that show, you should get some other miscellaneous bullshit toys and sign them and give them to people who who talk about them, who want them anyways, who ask about them.
We'll give a Riva away. The only thing that sucks though is I got to spend my money on this shit.
Yeah, but they're really cheap now, so it's fine.
It is a tax write-off, but I'm sending the wrong message, Nick. I'm letting Ollie's know that somebody wants these forsaken things.
Yeah, but you're only buying you're buying a few of them. You're not buying out of the section. You're buying a handful of them. It's not a big deal.
What I really want to do, I don't really want to spend this kind of money, is I want to pull a Mr. Beast and I want to buy every single shitty Disney Star Wars toy and Marvel toy at Ollie's and have a bonfire, and we do like a Mr. Beast style video. We're like, hey man, it's kind of cold out. Hey, put another Captain Carter on the fire. Ooh, here's a Shang-Chi just for an hour, like live stream just burning these things. Shit, I should buy a bunch of them.
It would be fun if we could like rig up a device on like an RC helicopter to where like we can like take these figures and take them up in the air like 150 feet, and then it like cuts the string and it drops them. I think that'd be fun.
Down. It's
We
like,
just,
oh man,
like, fly
Captain
'em
Marvel
over.
can't fly.
Yeah, fly them over like a river or a lake and just be like, pew, and just, you know, they're gonna pollute the landscapes anyway when they end up in the dumpsters and in the landfills. We might as well do it too.
I should put one of those figures in the microwave, Kendo.
You should. I would recommend not putting it on the little glass spinning plate thing because it'll melt to it, and put it on something you don't care that it's melting to.
I will go get my commemorative Force Awakens plate that was gifted to me.
Oh my god!
And I'll melt on that.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
then
god!
you can have this giant sculpture of all these fucking melted Star Wars figures that won't sell.
Actually, you know what? You know what you should do. I know you can get like one of those like propane tanks and hook it up to a butane, hook it up to a torch that you use to like kill weeds in your yard. Just use that to melt out a bunch of them and make a sculpture out of them.
I'll do it all on camera, man.
It'd be great. It'd be fucking great.
I'll play copyright-free music and I'll get into the zone.
Yub nub. That's what Clone Geek wants.
Well, I like Clone Geek, but right now I don't care what Clone Geek wants because Yub Nub is. Sorry.
Nub.
Anyway, thank you to Sejorgen for your generous super chat. Dion is so moved that he had to go get some more food. Mike, Warren,
something's moving inside of him.
Yeah, or that food was inside of him was moving. Nick was saying that happens too.
That sounds tasty. Have you ever seen the Steiner wrap? Huh? Another one. I don't think I've seen Steiner wrap. We have all kinds of other Steiner buttons here, but I've never seen the wrap. Have you?
Nope. Can't say that I have.
Well, he had a request for a button right here, and it was the another one, which is right here.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
That poor motorcyclist.
Hey, got what he deserved.
Yeah, that's what you get for going 90 miles an hour.
And stealing that motorcycle.
And stealing the motorcycle, yeah. So
theft is wrong. Just don't do it, man.
Yeah, in the words of Scott Steiner, no sympathy for him.
I'm all out. Now, speaking of wrestling, Xavier God says, Pushberry Fire, Maven, Stevie Richards, and woo, 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 you know it, Zack Ryder. Well, I will fire Maven because I don't hate Maven, but Maven's not, it's Maven. Your fucking name was Maven. When you're wrestling against dudes with cool names like The Undertaker and Triple H and Kane, and here comes Maven, it's like, here comes Eugene, or here comes Nikki. You're just like, oh God, one of these guys. So I'm firing that guy. I will bury Stevie Richards because it's Stevie Richards, and then I'll push Zack Ryder because I like Zack Ryder. Long Island IZ. I used to watch that fucking shit on YouTube years ago, and I was so excited when he came back last week. So that's my answer. Dion?
I bury that answer. I got that answer. My same answer. I can dig it.
Gendo?
Definitely firing Maven. I like Stevie Richards though. Like, he's a very entertaining dude on his podcast and things like that. And he did know how to wrestle. Yes, I'd bury Stevie and push Zack Ryder because Zack Ryder is also entertaining and more so as a wrestler.
All right. Let's see. Here's another wrestling related one because I do want to talk about this past Monday Night Raw in a moment. It was a surprise. Xavier God says, do you guys ever think Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker would be in charge of WWE? And wouldn't you have thought that WWE would be better for it? Yeah, I don't. So I might lose a point from somebody, but I don't think The Undertaker should be in any sort of creative anything. He's a fine performer. but you're like, well, he's got a mind for the business. That's fine. But I don't agree. I think he has a mind for his character and how it worked for him and how to protect himself and how to do certain things a certain way for Vince. I don't think the Undertaker. I think basically I want to say is like I think the Undertaker is just like the best hired gun you could get. Like he's the best guy to have. If he's on your side, you're set because he's capable and he knows his shit. But I don't think he should really run anything because just because you have legacy and tenure doesn't mean you're creative and you get it. Like the insular nature of the business is fine to some people, but we're out of that window. Wrestling is now owned by a conglomerate, TKO, like all that shit. It's a multi kind of company now. So it doesn't really matter about, working the boys or a shoot or a work and all this other crap that we've, like kayfabe's been dead for decades and it doesn't really matter. And that being said too, I don't think these guys are doing anything of note. Triple H, again, it's like you're getting the guys that got in there. Like Shawn Michaels is a wonderful performer. I'm not going to deny that. And he's an okay promo too. But he's not like Booker of the Year to me. Like I've sat down and watched a lot of NXT and it has the same problems that AEW and other indie promotions have where it's just a shitload of nonstop work rate wrestling, no story, a fucking finisher doesn't mean anything. And then at the end of the day, you're just like, okay, they're going to get called up to the roster and they're going to wipe the slate on this wrestler and they're going to suck. And then Triple H, he has dropped the ball. Now, I don't know how much of it is him and how much the powers that be are above him that have real say, but I thought wrestling would be different. I don't think Vince sticking around would have been good for it, but I think like a clean slate. You don't need these WWE legends to make good pro wrestling. I think there are a lot of capable people out there that could do a better job because they're not beholden to the old ways of the world and, paying your dues and this and that. I don't think you need to take chair shots, tear your ACL, or fuck your back up to be a writer for pro wrestling. What do you guys think about the super chat?
I think that is it has a lot of points on the head. I will say that wrestling fans are a perfect example of the fact that you need to take a step back. Not to discount anything. You had a lot of good things. Right now people keep forgetting we live in an era where the equivalent is one NFL owner won and he controlled the whole thing. So people have to remember part of what we've seen and what we know about pro wrestling is because Vince McMahon won the territory wars. That being said, he was still a guy who he carried on a lot of shit that came from that era of pro wrestling. So, that being said, we are in a brand new era of professional wrestling where the dude who was in charge is not here anymore for whatever reason. We'll talk about that shit later. He ain't here no more. And now a true corporation owns it. And we get to see what happens in that timeline if a corporation happened to become one and only, the biggest voice, I should say, in wrestling. With that being said, we've seen, like you said, there are a lot of issues that indie promotions go through because they could never reach the crazy ass dude who owned the WWE. And, I think that being said, if we're talking best booker of the year, especially with Tony going on Ariel Helwani's podcast, which, he didn't look like a complete dummy. You talking about professional wrestling outside of TKO, WWE, best booker, AEW had a pretty damn good year if you're an objective consumer of professional wrestling. That being said, the rest of what you said, absolutely. That, it is, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Those guys are all a product of Vince McMahon. So, to Jeff's point, he's right. We already have two dudes who think like Vince who are in power. We don't need three. We've seen what the third guy does. We control something, and it ain't always great. So, if they're doing a good enough job because they, to Jeff's point about NXT, I enjoy NXT, but there are those Vince McMahon moments they just fucking did with Gold Rush, that are unmistakable. So they're in a good position, but they're clearly fucking up. Triple H has agreed with Jeff, drop the ball, because he is still thinking like his damn stepdad. And I know it's his father-in-law. I say it's his stepdaddy because we thought it was a new era. He does the same. He has that Triple H level shit. Oh, this is kind of a little bit more edgier, but you still have the same Vince McMahon ending bullshit. And that was proved because Raw was good. Why is Raw good and WrestlePalooza sucked? We know why, because there's too much damn Vince left over. So to that point, I'm Triple H and HB Sean haven't completely fucked up yet. They're starting to look like they daddy.
Yeah. Kendo, anything you'd like to add?
No, you guys pretty much covered it all. But yeah, I kind of did figure at least Triple H would be running the show one day, based on the fact that I was told by somebody in the know that one day Vince would die and his idiot daughter and his son-in-law would take over. And I completely agreed with it at the time. I'm like, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Although the daughter's out of the picture, just the doofus son-in-law. But
she's not out of the picture, though, dude. She's going in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Well, I mean, she did have a hall. Never mind. I'm not going to get into her rack.
But wait, hold on. She's going to the Hall of Fame for what? Sucking dick? What's going
on? The McMahons love to pat themselves. Hey, dude. Triple H put himself in the Hall of Fame. Now his wife is putting herself in the Hall of Fame. If we're going to be completely honest, Stephanie McMahon has not had a Hall of Fame worthy career. Just like the Bellas are not this big deal for women's wrestling. They're the symptom of the diva era. They ain't shit. So anytime Nikki Bella's on TV, it's, oh, I did the women's revolution. No, you didn't. You were with your sister, and it was twin magic and fake tits and all this other dumb crap. You're famous for John Cena stiffing your ass and not marrying you because you're a shithead. Like, you're not relevant. You're not any good. And Stephanie McMahon going to the Hall of Fame, what did she do? Well, in the storyline, a bunch of men beat up a woman so she could win the title. Then she got her ass whooped by her dad. Then she walked around and had a power trip. She is not relevant. A woman like Ivory or Victoria should be on the Hall of Fame because they busted ass and could wrestle. The WWE Hall of Fame has become, let me pat myself on the back and get dressed up and look nice in Las Vegas. These are the most basic ass people in the fucking world. Fuck them all.
Dude, the Bellas had to flip a coin into who got the boob job and who didn't so they could tell each other apart. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
One got the boob job. The other one got the flame tattoos down there that you can see when her tights aren't pulled all the way up.
That's why John Cena doesn't like her.
Yeah.
She was a woman who wasn't clean.
No. Well, I mean, he had his fun times with her, and that was it. It's like, all right, I'm done.
We could say a lot about John Cena, but he was smart in that regard. Okay,
no, he was.
Do what you will with her and move her fast.
No, he was. Yeah.
So, Dion, you had mentioned something, and we'll read all the super chats in a minute because we have plenty of time we always have time for the audience. Wrestling on Monday night was legitimately good. Like, it was an awesome episode of Raw is War, or just Raw. And I can't believe it. Like, Dion, I used to say this in college. When wrestling starts the week good, or when wrestling is good on a Monday, the week is good. I can't believe how good this episode was. I can't believe that I was like watching to see John Cena, actively cheering to see John Cena win, and was satisfied with the entire match and performance. I had to check to make sure I wasn't dead and to make sure that I hadn't been switched out with like a Canamit or something. That was a fun Raw, and damn it, I don't know what happened to me. What did you think of the show?
I loved it, man. Obviously, as you know, behind the curtain a little bit, the nephew's watching wrestling now, and we getting into it, and so hey, listen, we got Netflix, we'll watch Raw, and that being said, it is always refreshing after having been on a podcast for so long, the things about, especially coming from your boy, yours truly, they know how to make good shows. And to see it Monday on Netflix after, the last few, especially in this new era that we're living in, a good Raw where it was, Cena was good and the remainder of the middle of the show was good. And they end on a pretty damn fun final note. And it was like, damn, just do this all the time. You know, you have other parts not do, but like, you know, even though like, hey, you know, listen, we'll see what happens after Survivor Series. But again, it's a reminder that they know how to put on a damn good show. You know, that it's when it's bad or lackluster or cobbled together at the last minute where everybody gets so damn upset.
Yeah, it definitely does bother me when they just are like, we're gonna do this last minute. Because I think whenever I say like, oh, I love the Attitude Era, and people are like, oh, you just want the tits and the violence and the trash TV. No, what I actually want is storylines for every wrestler, that when I watch a show every week, it's like, well, this week Jericho is dealing with this, and then that, and everybody has a storyline, and sometimes they intersect. Everything is so like, it's like a track. It's like, here's the Seth Rollins track, and it's so stiff and rigid and boring. And then it's like, I got to sit and watch the Vision and all that dumb crap they do, and it's just the same opener every week. Like, I don't wish ill on anyone, so I just want to put that out there for the universe. But like, Seth Rollins' injury is like the best thing to happen to wrestling, because when I don't have to hear him cut the same promo, I'm a visionary, I'm this, I'm that. You ain't shit, dude. All right, you are lame. Your wife, pretty lame too. Like, there's just a lot of personalities in the WWE that I want to see lose, but I mean like really lose, where they just stop. Like, wrestling needs to stop booking the same people in the same spots. Because I had this conversation with Phil the other day. I said, if you ever go back and you go, let's do it in years, 85 to 95, 95 to 05, 05 to 15, and 15 to 25. Before you get to 2015, every 10 years feels like a brand new thing. 2015 to today feels exactly the same. You have almost all the same wrestlers. You have so many of the same things. The presentation has barely changed outside of new promotional ads on the ring mat and like internet celebrities. Other than that, it's the same shit. And that's always been my complaint, because it's just the same crap. Monday felt very different. And if it was something that would be a continuing trend of, you know, we have title matches and changes sometimes, and we have big matches and quick matches and all these things, and we don't spend the entire show promoting PLEs, Peacock, ESPN Plus, and some other bullshit. If we can get that, then wrestling can be fine. But it has an uphill battle, man. But you and I were texting each other all Monday, like, dude, I can't believe how good this is. Dude, I can't believe she won the belt. I can't believe he won the belt. Like, it was fun. And I miss that feeling, because that is why I became a fan.
Yeah, man. Listen, and a lot of that is legit. The at the end of the day, we have been reminded of the fact that, for things to be enjoyable for the consumer, you have change and the constant threat of change. And, to be fair, listen, I'm a pro Seth Rollins guy. His thing is, it wasn't his fault. We should have already had LA Knight in and out of the world title picture. We should have had, even though he's not with WWE anymore, guys like Keith Lee getting and winning the title already. We should have had, a lot of different things happen where you have, dudes and gals doing cool shit. And it's interesting now that we're getting more cool shit, but some of the remnants of the old thing. And this past Monday was a reminder, like, when you have cool shit happening and is involving new people, even though, I'm still a, LA Knight, this dude needs to be doing something. It's actually a good show. There's the constant rumble of change as opposed to the vision of one person for the whole sport. And, it's interesting seeing pro wrestling in this new era. We'll see what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm with you on most of that. Like, where it's just like, I don't want to see the same thing with the same people doing the same shit. And Monday was somewhat of a look into, it's different stuff, and especially with, the title changes, a new person, winning titles, fuck yeah, let's go. Not willy-nilly as if you're trying to use a change to bolster the same old people, but it's change for the sake of, hey, where is this going to go? And we're excited to see what's going to happen next. That's what Monday was, in the first, actually and not in a Triple H half-assed way for real, So hey, I'm in.
And Gunther went back to his old music.
Seriously,
I was happy to hear that. Somebody was bitching. They're like, he copied something from AEW, and everyone's like, that's been his music before.
Yeah.
The AEW fans are always a little late to the party because they never get invited.
I mean, shit. Listen, AEW's still in that place where, there's new-ish and, people saying what the fuck ever. But it's like, the hardcore online ones, like, yo, man, chill. Like, some of us like AEW. Don't be weird about it.
Yeah, I like him and I want to see him succeed. I like him from a distance. I like to go to their shows. I have more fun at their shows than I do WWE shows because I feel like I'm more involved. When I watch WWE, like when we go, we're there, we're having fun, we're cheering and shit. But I always feel like you're one step away. Like if you say the wrong thing, and I don't even mean like you say something like fucked up. It's just like if you said like, Stephanie McMahon ain't that great, I feel like security's going to rip you out of there. But if you're at AEW and you talk shit to Tony Khan, he's just going to be like, hey man, thanks for coming. Like, right. I don't know. I just have a good time at AEW. I've been, I think 4 times now. And it's fun to get on TV there.
Oh, well,
but we have a couple messages before we have some wrestling related ones. Again, Xavier God says, would you guys rather be Batman or 007?
Batman. He's super rich.
Yeah, I'm going to take Batman for a different reason besides wealth as well. James Bond is always in constant danger. Like, Batman takes off the mask, and for the most part, nobody knows who he is. Plus, if I'm actually Batman and I could do whatever I want, if I said tomorrow, I've done enough for Gotham City, I'm going to move to Metropolis. I could do that with a couple $1 billion, and no one would know that I'm not Batman. So I would pick Batman, even though James Bond is a character that I like more than Batman.
Give me 007. You're going to different places all over the world multiple times a year, hanging out with fine chicks. I'm assuming because I'm 007, your boy knows how to scratch a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And it's a crazy new thing that you're doing. Or either you're stopping a nuclear submarine underwater and going to, you got to beat this dude in Texas Hold'em. Why? I don't know. But why is this fine-ass English chick following me around and wants to fuck me? Okay, I'll do it.
You really are a hero, Dion, the one that we need.
Unfortunately, I have to side with Dion in this one, and 007.
Goddamn, just a burn.
Oh man!
See, I'm not a monster. I'm ahead of the curve.
Xavier God says, I forgot to mention The Rock runs WWE too. Does he really run it, or is he just kind of like a boss in name only? Yeah,
he's a figurehead, and we're watching a point in wrestling history where again, listen, especially because we're still in the remnants of Vince McMahon, who was always at war with his fan base, and TKO is trying to come out of that. And hey, Rock learned from old man Vince. I'll just show up and do something cool, and I don't have to do anything because I'm going to be in a movie with Emily Blunt and win an Oscar. And that shit happened, did it, Rock? And now you fucked it up, and you look like an asshole. Well, I smell what you're cooking.
I mean, he looks like the wind got taken out of him or whatever. He looks like super terrible now. So
yeah,
he said what it is that he lost a bunch of weight. I can't remember what it was.
And you believe him?
He is.
Come on, Dion.
He said that it's for a movie. I believe that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is 100% doing some crazy ass project where he has to lose a lot of weight, and he thinks it's going to win him favor back with the people. And I believe that part. I don't believe, now he's going to make it dramatic and say some dramatic ass shit. I'm not going to believe all that bullshit. But The Rock losing weight to make The Rock look good, 100%.
I think he's on Ozempic.
I would bet $1,000 right now on that.
Ain't no way he's doing The Mechanic too, okay?
Darn, I was waiting for that movie. That's on my fucking list right here.
Yeah.
Please, God, give me these 3 things. $1 billion and The Mechanic 2, and I can't say the other things on air. But yeah.
No, I think he stopped taking the gas like Batista did, and like it just like it deflated him.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Ain't no motherfucker who's in his 50s who looks like actual Hercules. And listen, the percentage of chance that The Rock has the greatest genes that mankind's ever seen is probably kind of low. And he's Samoan. Them dudes look jacked even when they're old. But he was that jacked. Nah, dog. Come on.
Would you
And
say
you
he has
just
a
lose
66
it
and 2/3
automatically like
chance
that?
of
That's
having
not-
a better
that's
physique?
not real.
God damn it.
Yeah, you're welcome, Nick. TLC Screwjob 6397 says, I just started a new job. Congratulations. And heard some coworkers talking about Raw coming to town. $2,400 for front row seat. Jesus, for a Raw? Thought of mentioning went to WrestleMania 15 years in a row in a heart Hicks. Yeah, dude, there is no way. Seriously, my
For a
first
fucking Raw, are you high? What the hell, man?
Yeah, it's not even a pay-per-view. It's
that's
a
what it's
fucking
worth.
Raw. Well,
Don't
you might
make
get to be on the Netflix beamed around the world.
Hey, you know what? I paid 200 and something bucks, and I'm on WrestleMania 28. I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for that. I just got on the show that way because that's how it used to work.
Yeah.
And seriously, I went to WrestleMania 18 times, and Dion, you've gone with me 10 of those times or more.
Yes, sir.
Your ticket was between $250 and $450 every time. We never spent more, and we had solid seats. I even knew the hack, how if you sat on the lower level and you picked limited view, all it meant was you're next to the Tron. We could see Stone Cold's face when he came out on the ATV at 38. Like, we were down close. We had great seats.
We were by the exit lane when they would finish the matches at WrestleMania in New Orleans too, because Jericho won, and people were mad. We were all kind of laughing about it. I was like, Jericho, you're the real U.S. champ, and he like looked. I was like, fuck yeah, yeah.
You were excited when Booker T showed up.
And people always wondered why he was able to sell out so much, but apparently WrestleMania is still doing it. So we're gonna see if that's the same in 2026, baby.
That's just a ridiculous amount to pay for
a Raw.
Yeah. Even it's ridiculous. Look, if WrestleMania floor seats were $2,400, I'd go to WrestleMania and sit on the floor. That's not
of course. But no, they're the price of a fucking Honda right now. So like, no, thank you.
$38,000.
Yeah, no,
they want a certain person to go, boys.
Yeah, this and you see every company do this now, where they're trying to pitch all of their stuff and price everything. Even Disney's been doing this for years now, where they're pricing everything to people who make 6 figures or more a year or whatever.
That's not working. Did you see that article that came out in Forbes?
Oh yeah, I read it. Yeah, yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like, at some point, like you're gonna lose your audience and you lose your base and all this other stuff if you price out the rest of your people. It's like, what the fuck? It's like with the DEI shit we dealt with for the past 10 years. Like you keep pushing things a certain way to a certain demographic who are small and don't buy your shit. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
You're not wrong, dude.
Yeah.
People are tired of a lot of that. People just don't want to be preached to anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look at what the fuck Jaguar did with their ads. Like, come the fuck on. The company like the company got valued to nothing.
WWE, their price changes ain't changing because of fucking DEI.
Of course.
No, he's not saying that. He was just Nick was making a comparison that certain things companies will think a trend is popular and they'll push it into a town at the detriment of the overall picture. That's what he was saying, right?
But that's not a trend. WWE's not following a trend. WWE is following we want a certain group of motherfuckers who want to make a lot of money to pay for our stuff. They are being it is a straight up corporate mindset of we squeeze the absolute most amount of pennies, period. Especially the fact that they changed their whole schedule because oh man, fucking we raised all these prices and Vegas made all this money. It's gonna do the exact same thing. That's a different corporate mindset. Absolutely. TKO is looking to make back the billions that they paid for the WWE and UFC. They aren't following a trend.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like when you charge $40,000 for a front row seat for WrestleMania, when years ago, like for the past, I guess, what, 5 or 10 years, it's been like I don't know how much of those floor seats been, Jeff?
When I started going, I think it was $1,200 to $2,000,
which ain't like it ain't bad for WrestleMania. That ain't bad for WrestleMania. That's not bad.
They turned it into a 2-night event to milk the audience. And when we've been to 2 of the TKO WrestleManias. Their first WrestleMania 39 was very well priced. It was a very good show. It was like that was prime WrestleMania under the TKO banner. It felt different. It was priced right. It felt big. It was cool. 40 came around. 40 was epic. We paid $500 each per person to go both nights. That was the highest I'd ever paid. But WrestleMania 40 actually delivered a show that was worth $500. So I was satisfied. Now, not now, but they have been doing this thing where they sell WrestleMania tickets before there's a card. They've always done that in my lifetime as a fan. And that's fine. They think, well, the brand WrestleMania is that strong. When you gave me a Travis Scott commercial for $20,000, and WrestleMania started with a commercial for an app. An app. Like, seriously, normally, like, we take it back to WrestleMania 17. They play the Rock and Stone Cold promo, and they get you hyped, and then Jericho fights William Regal, and you're like, oh, my God, WrestleMania is here. Dion and Hillary drove down to Phil's. We spent the whole time getting ready. We went to a nice meal. We drank. We got ready. And the fucking show starts with a commercial, and we just looked at each other. We're like, seriously, this is WrestleMania? Like, that was a really shit sign. And, like, I can live with, like, a Prime logo sponsorship or like 1 or 2 things, but wrestling's not boxing because it's not a real sport. There's no real competition, and that's fine. To me, it's
that's where the line gets blurred, because that's where you missed it. Because boxing and the UFC they're all doing the exact same.
But wrestling is akin to like a play. Like if you went to now, I'm not trying to make fun of you, so seriously, this is not a dig. But let's say you took Hillary to go see Wicked on Broadway. Do you expect Wicked on Broadway in the beginning of the show, when whatever it starts with, do you expect fucking Bill Gates to come out and give you an ad about Microsoft Edge for 20 minutes? Like, you'd be pissed. You'd be like, what the fuck did I just pay for? Because it's not like we're getting WrestleMania for free. You know, I pay for Peacock. I pay for streaming services. We got to pay all this extra shit. Now they want you to have ESPN. Like, if this was on TV, I could understand that you need ads to support it. But you're the WWE, and you just made $12 million from the city on top of your ticket prices, on top of this and that. There is a limit. You do need to stop, and it gets really stupid and disingenuous. End of rant.
You know what? I don't care how much they're going to charge for WrestleMania 42 tickets. I guarantee you, when WrestleMania comes to town, I will be in Las Vegas. Whatever the price of tickets are, doesn't matter. I will be in Vegas for WrestleMania.
Way to shell out, Kendo. You shill.
Oh my God.
Well, I will still be. Probably won't be at WrestleMania. That's it.
Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Don't blame you.
I'll still watch it with you, you beautiful son of a bitch.
Oh, you better. Either you're coming down here. I hope you come down here, but if not, I'll have to drive to you. It's WrestleMania, bro.
Hey, you know me. I love Cincinnati in the springtime.
Yeah. There's a lot of breweries. This year, I'll take you to a bunch of outdoor bars in the day before WrestleMania, and we'll show up a little toasty.
Dude, the weather was perfect this past year. I had a great time. You know, even though we were all going to go to New Orleans, whatever. Fuck you, Dwayne.
That was bullshit. Yeah, back in Vegas. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they've got to get it ready for, sweet Saudi mania.
Yes, baby. Because this year, the Rumble's in Riyadh, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I might not watch. Okay, I'm going to watch it, but I don't want to support that.
I'm streaming it for sure.
Yeah. I completely understand. Yeah, it's bullshit.
I, for one, welcome our new Saudi overlords in the world of wrestling entertainment.
Hey, billions and billions and billions of dollars, boys.
And they still don't have my loyalty or respect.
Kind of. They had to. Apparently, they had to borrow money to pay for their
right
projects. Yeah.
They'll dig another oil well. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, because apparently everybody. Well, yeah. They don't have the money they used to.
Everybody's figured out there's this place called the Bank of Arabia, so we're just going to go to the Middle East and just go to different, places and be like, hey, Qatar, can you give us money? How about you, Dubai? We would like some money.
And a chocolate
Hey,
bar.
money makes right.
The only
Oh,
thing
dude,
is if
those
you go to
fucking chocolate
a
bars.
sporting event in one of those areas of the world, there's no alcohol.
They did make a slight
During the event was what
slight
I heard. During the event,
selection
and obviously in certain areas, especially
Yes.
if you got a certain pass already.
Yes, when they had the World Cup in, I was told it's called Qatar. Either way, someplace I ain't never fucking going. That was the big complaint was, hey, soccer fans for the World Cup, they love to tie one on before and after the game. How can they do that in a country where it is not allowed? And they were able to get allowances that you could, if you paid for the little thing and you had a passport from a country that would allow you to do so, purchase alcoholic beverages at certain places sponsored by Budweiser.
Oh.
Which a year or so later would become extremely ironic as a choice of Qatar to allow them to be a sponsor.
Yep.
But, that hadn't happened yet. But that was what was slightly more funny about it and after the fact. But it's okay. The next World Cup's going to be in the United States. It's going to be held jointly by the United States, Mexico, and Canada, where drinking is more than allowed.
It's recommended.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All three countries enjoy their booze.
Oh, and definitely.
Dude, if Warner Brothers gets purchased by the Saudis, that's going to just be terrible.
Woo!
Well, apparently what's happening is they're just putting the money up for it, and it's still going to be controlled by the U.S. So,
It's going to not be the
not.
case.
Maybe not. So,
I mean, that's what I keep hearing. Like, I don't know how you're gonna.
Saudi prince just visited the president.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know how you're gonna film things in the middle of the desert in July. Like, it's gonna be real difficult.
No,
do
Nick,
that.
I wasn't saying that. But what I'm worried
I know.
about is I don't trust a lot of that shit. I don't want those views. Like, the wokeness shit's terrible. But, like, if you get that kind of shit controlling our entertainment,
it won't be any wokeness.
It won't be wokeness.
They will make absolutely sure there is no DE or I.
There'll be DIE.
Listen, y'all. Listen, that's that internet shit. They want
the internet is telling us that they're
buying the WB and paying Facebook for your personal information. Like, that's a different. It ain't that type of shit that we're gonna be seeing. It's gonna be all a lot of advertising, boys.
Dion, have you ever watched it in your life? Ever?
I'm sorry.
Ever watch an Indian movie in your life? Do you know how do you know what happens in them? What kind of things they promote and how that shit goes? Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. They'll let Americans shoot whatever they want to. Sure, they will.
Well, my question is
over here they would.
Will they
They're
have a
paying for
certain beverage, maybe a Cervezas Cristal, as their advertisements in those movies?
I could hope so. One would hope.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, like, yeah, I mean, it'll be different for sure, but I mean, once again, we'll see how it goes. But they're trying to buy up a lot of stuff, and they're trying to make the middle of the desert the next vacation spot. So we'll see how that goes.
I, for one,
go.
am looking forward to the next Batman movie in a few years, and it's a remake of Batman and Robin, but it's called Batman and Mahmoud.
Hey, your boy Kumal
Batman and Arabian Nights.
Yeah,
Arabian Days.
The Bat plane has been replaced by a flying carpet. It'd be great.
All right, maybe I'm wrong about this whole thing, and I jumped the gun.
It's a Batman that can circle the globe. They upgrade.
Yeah.
Dare to dream a little deeper, darling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, but it looks like it's going to go through. But from what I keep hearing is, like, the U.S. company is going to keep control of what production actually happens, and the Saudis are just kind of like loaning them money to buy it, kind of thing. That's what's happening. So that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
I think
there
it'd be
people
fun
in the
to
middle.
watch Batman, fight the infidel.
Hey,
That
The
happens to be wearing Joker.
the infidels are going to look way different then.
listen, you're thinking
Be wearing
real
Joker for
small.
some reason.
You're thinking real small. You know, that the whole our belief shit carries up. That shit carries as far as the dollar will take it.
Have you been alive the last 10 years, Dion?
What they put on
I don't
TV
know if that
over
actually
there,
tracks.
is it going to be the same what they put on TV over here, sir?
Oh no, it won't be because they want to make money. But I'm just saying, is like they will.
Right, it's like Chinese
There will be some things that happen for sure. I don't know if you've seen what happened in the last 10 years with entertainment, but like it kind of went downhill.
Yeah,
there was a lot of heavy messaging in the last 10 years.
And it's been shit.
It's been shit. Yeah.
Well, they've been taking out journalists and shit too. So they were attacking a certain part of media, and then they were pushing a lot of those heavy effects over there.
None of us are journalists. We got nothing to worry about.
That's true. That's true.
We're just YouTubers.
Yeah.
All
I know is they don't like my brown ass over there for sure.
Hey,
let's give you a different
that's
name.
a whole topic of discussion too, and that's the interesting part where that's gonna go.
His name is not Nick Utam. It's Jamal Shabazz. He's
listen. It's not as long. Everybody asks me. His name is Nick Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's from
Buffalo. Brown over here the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, we'll see what happens with the deal. I'm sure we'll find out in a couple of weeks because it seems to be happening quite fast. So,
think it'll happen before the end of the year?
Yeah, I think so. I really think so. It'll definitely it'll definitely happen between definitely after Thanksgiving, but before Christmas for sure. Because it seems like they want to get it done ASAP. So. I mean, but I keep hearing that like because of that happening, like James Gunn is out and they're gonna bring Snyder back in, which I think is fucking retarded, and that's never gonna happen.
His when I say James Gunn's words have changed over the last 4 months. From we're gonna do a Sandman movie, we're gonna do this, that, and the other, we're gonna do a Batgirl movie to the last month or so. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, and we'll see what's going to happen after the purchase and all this shit. So, yeah, man, like Nick ain't lying a damn bit because
I think
when James Gunn is changing his tune in terms of the motherfuckers above his head, it's for real. And apparently, again, the Saudis want to get in the American media business in terms of movies, and they are serious about it. And WB, that Discovery thing did not work out.
Yeah, and I think David Zaslav is getting his golden parachute as well too. Once the sale goes through, so
better in a shower.
You're real interested. He worked that shit in his contract.
Yeah, so he's living with a chunk of money, and he's like gonna live on an island. I don't know if it's that island, but it's gonna be some island.
It's for sale. It's $55 million according to the Rogan.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I don't need to fucking know that.
Pennies, baby.
It was too rich for Joe Rogan's blood, he said.
Oh, fuck.
And he's fucking lying.
Oh, I know he could afford that like it's nothing.
Oh, yeah, because he got a ridiculous deal from Spotify for the last, 10 years or something?
I have never once listened to him on Spotify.
I listen to his clips every now and again. It's fine. No.
He puts the whole shows on YouTube still. I think it's the next day or whatever.
He does.
Well, that's because YouTube was fucking up. Spotify made Spotify Video because of him, and so YouTube's like, no, we'll show all your episodes, put them back on here. They were losing viewers.
Hey, I'm sure that's the story they said.
Oh yeah, because I mean, that was the whole thing because
Spotify wouldn't do it for free. He wasn't getting the viewers that he's still getting viewers. No one's saying that he isn't. But the cut he had from YouTube to Spotify, as opposed to not doing YouTube, was still pretty significant. Spotify, they're successful, but they don't have that many listeners as they were telling people by the time they gave Joe Rogan $100 million fucking dollars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he was putting them on YouTube anyway because that was a significant chunk of change that he was leaving. Because hey, say what you want, but YouTube is an advertising vehicle. That's what Google wanted it to be, and because they wouldn't be putting that shit on YouTube for free.
No, of course, but I mean, they were like when he was talking about COVID and things like that. They were taking out episodes from YouTube, and he was like, "Fuck that." And Spotify was like, "Oh, come over here, put them up over here."
Yep. And
That was a
YouTube was
terrible
like,
time
"Come
to be
on
alive."
back. You ready?
Yeah.
Come on back."
Yeah, yeah. You want to talk about fascism? Jesus.
2020 just sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, you
that
had
might
you,
be the
you had
worst-
to you had to show your vax card to get into buildings. Yeah, okay.
In a
was-
couple of months, it'll be or in a month and change, it'll be 2026. So we'll be closer to 2030 than 2020. So you don't have to worry about 2020 no more. It can't hurt you.
But I still have those memories. I need to go to recall. And
Yeah,
have a
no
wipe.
shit. No.
I'll be a space marine.
Yeah. And 15 years they look back, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that shit happened." And
Well, I mean, the thing to
our
remember,
view's gonna be a lot clearer.
yeah, the thing to remember is that Dion cannot understand Back to the Future anymore
That's true.
That's really sad.
It's too old for him.
because it's over 30 years old.
Yeah. I love you too. Yeah. So you and your fucking white friend over there, I love his ass.
I like how I'm just absolved from this. It's like
Listen, you already in, bitch. You sibling. You can't. I say the same shit to you that I say to Diane. I tell Diane all the time. I be like, man, fuck you, Diane Green. You get the phone back 'cause I love
I've heard
her.
you say that in person.
Man, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, Jeff Hicks. Like you in already. You have the blessing and the curse of being like, man. At the same time, someone to say something about you, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck you say? You can't say that shit about him.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know Jeff Hicks, bitch. At the same time, man, fuck Jeff Hicks.
Yep. It's the duality.
I laugh about that
family.
shit. So you're not absolved. You've just been you've prestiged.
Prestige.
Just as I gave up on Call of Duty.
You suck. That's what you is.
Oh god, I actually downloaded Battlefield 6 and I've been playing the free version of it because I don't want to fucking pay for it.
How do you
That's
like
the
it?
right move.
It's been fun. I've had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, it's been good.
I have been playing nothing because I haven't had the time right now. I've just been watching Mythbusters, so that's as exciting as my life is.
Good way to waste time.
That's a solid show. It's a solid show.
That was my go-to in college.
I need to get that, and I need to get how things work or how things are made or whatever. I need to get that show as well too.
Well, dude, Mythbusters has its own channel on Pluto.
Oh shit, nice.
And so I just like at lunchtime, I'll go in and bring my lunch and just watch a Mythbusters episode and be like, all right, cool. I'm learning science and I'm doing math puzzles and shit in my free time. I'm becoming who I should have been in high school. It's like my dream was to be this comic artist. Okay. And I made that happen.
Fine. Your
like,
puzzle,
I should be an engineer.
Your puzzle for tomorrow is what's the round trip of a light speed signal from Earth to Mars in the furthest distance. That's your math question for tomorrow.
Man, anybody want to hear all that bullshit?
You don't want me to actually do the formula, Professor? Okay, I won't.
Yeah. Fucking jot that shit down and email it to this motherfucker in a zip drive. What the fuck? Where's the zip zap zadoodle around the light speed around the earth? Ain't nobody want to hear that shit.
Zip zap zadoodle. That's the Dion Greenway.
Dion's like, the internet works. All right, cool. I don't give a shit how it actually works, as long as it works.
Yeah. It's just carrier pigeons and shit inside.
Just
of tubes,
carrier
right?
pigeons and shit.
Hey, that's
Oh
that's the
God.
way it goes. When Dion gets back, we're going to answer Xavier to God's question because it's an important question. I have opinions, but as Dion being the resident Booker T fan, I want to know what Dion has to say first. But Xavier to God, we've met Booker T. He's cool.
Yeah.
Dion, where do you rank Booker T, or what do you think of Booker T as a commentator?
Oh, he's probably towards the bottom, but he's at the top
Damn.
in terms of entertaining. He's entertaining as shit. I'm a huge Trick Williams fan, and now it's a whole internet wrestling fan thing. You know, the official Trick Williams theme is one thing, and then there's like an internet one where they put in Booker T just going, yeah, stand up, son. I like that. Yeah, like that's Booker T. He is a staple. He just, he's not, he's more Howard Cosell, less John Madden. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. And I would say that Booker T is an all-time great wrestler and one of my personal favorites. I love Booker T, from his theme song to the Spinneroonie. Always been a fan. That was weird too, Dion. Like when the invasion happened and he was feuding with Kurt Angle, I was like, this Booker T guy's cool. I like him. And then he was feuding with The Rock. I'm like, shit, I can't like Booker T. The Rock's back. So Booker T had to become the enemy. But as soon as that feud was over, I was back on Team Booker T. So love the dude. Huge fan. He owns a copy of Stealing Solo, by the way.
Dude, I love that. He needs to know what's up. Plus, you know, Booker T got taste. He's the fucking five-time WCW champion. 5-time.
And I dig that. Sucker. I just love his theme song so much.
Tell me you did not just say that.
What, that I love his theme song? I thought that was appropriate conversation for this topic. I'm sorry. I misspoke. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Jim Cornette hating Vince Russo, Bret Hart hating Bill Goldberg, and Scott Steiner hating Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. All right.
Oh, I'm gonna kill Steiner against Michaels and Flair, and Triple H, because even though that's so entertaining, it doesn't have the gravitas the other two. I am fucking Bret Hart hating Bill Goldberg because that is so fun. I enjoy Bret Hart. Listen, I disagree with Bret Hart a couple of things, but that shit will never not be funny to me. And I'm gonna marry Jim Cornette hating Russo because that is like a fiber of professional wrestling. You know, even when Vice did the damn, like he just hates that dude. And sometimes you need to be reminded of. Sometimes you need to hate a motherfucker. I'm marrying.
Yeah, I'm marrying that one because that Cornette hating anything, especially Vince Russo, never gets tiresome. I'm going to fuck Steiner hating on all those guys because it is entertaining. And I'm going to kill Bret Hart hating on Bill Goldberg because while it is warranted and justified, as a Bret Hart fan, I'm kind of tired of hearing Bret Hart piss and moan about Bill Goldberg. It's kind of like hearing him complain about the Montreal Screwdriver. It's like, dude, it's been almost 30 years. I get it. I 100% get it. I get the Bill Goldberg thing even more. But at a certain point, dude, you're here to talk about wrestling and to sign and take pictures. We don't need to hear you pissing and moaning about Bill Goldberg at the fucking signing event.
We love rivalries.
Yeah, we get it. The dude mule kicked you in the face, sent your head into Rosette, and your career was never the same after that. But at the same time, that doesn't have to be your everyday conversation anytime you do any wrestling show.
Listen, I'm a member. Jeff and I are members of the Player Haters Club. Diane and I are members of the Players Hate. Hate.
I love that one so much. What is that? What is he? What is Charlie Murphy's character's name called?
Oh, Silk Nasty.
Yeah, it's like Silk Nasty. You are so dark when you touch yourself. It is a black on black crime. That always gets me. I was like, that's mean.
Buck Nasty.
Buck Nasty.
Darnell Rawlings is hilarious. That dude was.
Dude, oh god, that shit was just like, just goofy humor of a goofy dude. What was it? Hey, what did he say about Buck Nasty's mama? He was like, damn, I wish I could remember what, because of the lead scene. Hey, yo, Buck Nasty, your mama's so black. It was something really good. I was like, damn. And that was Darnell Rawlings, man. Like that skit was legendary.
Can you believe that dude is in Spider-Man 2? He stole that guy's pizza. That's him. That's Ashy Larry.
I forgot where that was my problem.
Yeah, there you go. So, guys, is there anything else we need to cover?
Shit, I don't think so, man. The little girl from Netflix might be doing X-Men. Y'all heard that shit?
Wait, which one?
The redheaded girl. Apparently, for Secret Wars, she's been cast, and the online gibberish is she might be Jean Grey, baby.
She's a little young, don't you think? Like, these
kids look. Well, they are gonna. That's what makes it interesting.
Oh yeah, Sadie Sink. Yeah.
Thank you. Sadie said I couldn't remember. My bad, Sadie. I was trying to be disrespectful. I just couldn't remember. I've been drinking, smoking.
She's listening right now, Dion. She understands, though.
Yeah,
She's one of our biggest fans.
My brother Nick told me your name, Sadie. You know what I'm saying? So he got my back. But that was been, Marvel said they were rebooting the X-Men, and that's been especially with what they did with the Fantastic Four. So that's kind of the current water cooler talk is that it's going to be a different X-Men from a different universe, and they got to go to 616, and it's the young, untested, unproven, uncanny X-Men.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the next X-Men movies that come out in the next 2026, 2027, they're gonna bomb hard. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody gives a shit.
Hey, the Fantastic Four wasn't a hit.
My question is, why are they going to the 616? What's so great about Grand Rapids? I live there.
It's a state of mind, bro.
Hey, man, it's pretty. You stand there, and you look around. It's pretty,
I mean, I did time in Grand Rapids. I was there.
You did time in Grand Rapids.
Last I recall, part of that happened to do with a certain pair of Midwestern legs, if I'm not mistaken.
Not when I was in Grand Rapids, but that we're not going to get into the ins and outs of my college experiences. But yeah,
keep your in and out to yourself.
Grand Rapids was a fine place. I just don't understand why they'd want to film the X-Men there. It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh man,
I don't
know. This whole multiverse thing, this universe, that universe, and this bullshit. It gives them too many excuses to be like, oh, this is this universe, this is that universe. Oh, we didn't, this is why we're not doing any more of this because that universe is dead. It's like you guys keep fucking up, and you keep fucking up. And
that's what the comic books do.
I don't know.
And they're not selling anymore, buddy.
Nope. Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
However, if you would like to buy a comic book, this is Stealing Soul, the first one, not the second one. It's the first one. You want to go buy the second one. You could try to buy the first one. There still might be some there. But if you're not there, you could always still get yourself a copy of Woke Busters. Yeah. So go buy Woke Busters, go buy Stealing Solo, and go buy Stealing Solo 2. Those are good comic books.
And if you're looking for a gift to give this holiday season, I ship out very quickly. So if you go to stealingsolo.com, there is enough for the holiday season. I'm going to be running a special on that too. But now's the time to get invested. If you like to laugh at entertainment, if you want to laugh at the way Star Wars has been ruined, and if you don't even care about Star Wars and you just want a story that makes people chuckle, well, Stealing Solo is the book for you. But folks, I'm excited to bring you part 2. We are past our funding goal, but we're nowhere near our personal goals. So we're going to be sharing those with you. We want to hit those record numbers. But if you've already backed a copy, thank you. If you're thinking about a second one, go for the other cover too. But spread the word. It would help us out if you guys just shared that link on any of your social medias, even if you have one follower. That helps us in the algorithm. Same with the YouTube videos. If you see a video and you're like, oh, I'll watch it later, hit share now, watch it later. It works out and it helps us out big time. It makes us more searchable. And when we can reach more people, we can do more stuff with the channel. But Kendo, thank you for that awesome plug. Now I'm excited to go.
Buy one for your parents, your grandparents, whether they read or they can't read. We do not discriminate. Illiterates are more than welcome to participate in looking at the very pretty pictures. So
buy it for your future children. And if your kids are too young to read, buy it for them, like you said, Kendo, for the pretty, colorful art.
It will only go up in value because these are a limited edition, limited number, limited print run. And, one day Jeff's just not going to ever make comics again. So once Stealing Solo Part 28 comes out or something like that, Stealing Solo 1 and 2 will only increase in value. They're like those collectors. Like those collector plates your grandma bought in the 90s, these will actually be worth something.
Yeah. You'll have a good time. I mean, Grandma's like, you can't eat off that plate. It's a collectible. And you're just like, well, then why'd you buy a plate if you can't eat off it, Grandma?
Nobody cares about Grandma's plate of Shirley Temple. No one gives a shit. People do care about Stealing Solo too.
Oh, God.
Is it weird that I have one of those collectible plates of The Rock? I got it for Christmas 2 years ago. It's just in a styrofoam container.
I mean, if he croaks tomorrow, it'll be worth something.
I don't think I would sell any of my. If he died tomorrow, I'd be like, that's sad. But then I would just keep all my Rock stuff, unless it was like valued at like, oh man, did you know a Titantron Live Rock figure goes for $1 million? I got 20 of them. I'm rich. I'm buying everybody a fucking house.
There you go. Ken, are you still there, buddy?
He's taking care of business and working overtime.
Okay. I was gonna mention I actually got done with that John Wayne Gacy show that he recommended I watch. That was actually really good.
I am back. I am just busy dealing with a toddler who will not leave me alone.
He loves you.
And yes, the show was very good.
Yeah, no, it was surprisingly like really well written, and it was a great watch. The ending was weird, but I liked it.
I thought it was really good because it shows the detective that did not all of it, but he did a bulk of the legwork, Tovar, and he drives up to Gacy's house. But Gacy's house has been torn down. It's been rebuilt as a new house that somebody else is living in and all that stuff, which would still be fucking weird, I would think. And It's just him smoking a cigarette, looking at it, with the idea being that all that's happened is now gone. He's gone. Everybody's gone. The world has changed and moved on, and that's where we're at. And that's kind of a good, I guess, sort of weird message that even though all that shit happened, he lived through it and he dealt with it and everything. It's now all gone, and everything's moved past it. He needs to as well. I get that.
That's wild.
Especially if you're a detective.
Yeah, I know you told me that some of the parts are fiction, but one of the parts that was fiction was the family's going to go see him get executed. Like that never happened.
That did not happen. Most people, most of the families of his victims just chose not to attend, and the ones that did actually did get to see him get, needled. So whatever. But the people protesting and counter protesting was 100% real. No tears for the clown, Fry Gacy, even though he got the lethal injection. And then people also being like, "Oh, don't kill him, even if he's a douchebag."
Wait, okay, so there were people protesting not to kill him? And let him
same thing happened at Bundy. I mean, there was people that were more than happy and would celebrate and set out fireworks when the fucking hearse with Bundy's dead body went rolling by because he was a sick fuck. But at the same time, you got the people that are like, death penalty's bad, don't do it, which I kind of see their point, but from a financial standpoint, it costs way too much to execute somebody. I
didn't know bullets were that expensive. Oh well.
Well, so it's not so much that the bullets are the expensive; it's all the appeals processes and lawyers and shit that cost a lot of money. That's where the expenses come.
Oh damn!
If it was the good old days where it was like he's guilty and we know for a fact he totally did it, take him out back, old Yeller style, different story.
If you get convicted of eating somebody, I don't think you should get an appeal. It's like you ate a person. All right, well, we're just going to feed you to a lion and call it a day.
Yeah,
that's not what the justice system's supposed to be based.
Well, you say that, but if you look at the case of Dahmer, he didn't get the death penalty. Right. He got prison, for the rest of his life, and somebody went ahead and took that into their own hands. So it saved the taxpayers a lot of money in the state of Wisconsin because Dahmer's, life sentence got shortened. Okay, so there you go, folks. You heard it here first. Dion supports letting people that eat people live.
Oh, shit.
You said it, not me, man.
Damn Dion Green. That guy.
No, I understand what Dion's
human life should be measured by taxpayer dollars. Damn that guy.
Well,
did Jeff just say Dion cannibal sympathizer?
Dude. I did say that. We can't have no cannibal sympathizers on this show, man. It makes us look bad in the ratings.
I love that.
But no, I get what Dion's saying. I get it 100%. We probably shouldn't have that as a final outcome for people to just be like, look, we're going to needle in yarn. But then again, there are certain people that end up in prison on the old, docket. And I'm just like, you did such terrible shit. We just need to rid you from the earth to make us feel better.
Yeah. And I know, and if memory recalls, I think he Gacy died in 92. He got executed in 92.
It was early 90s. It might have been like whenever the Brian Dennehy movie came out, it was like before that. So
okay,
because Brian Dennehy, as a child, I remember my parents sitting down to watch the Brian Dennehy John Wayne Gacy movie It was a miniseries. I want to say it was on NBC. I could be wrong, but
Yeah. Well,
I
mean,
do remember that.
Yeah, and like this show, the guy who played Gacy did a really he looked exactly like him because
he was fantastic as
because
Gacy.
they had the documentary like right next to it that you could watch afterwards, and I was just like, no, I'm good.
No, I watched that a couple years ago when it came out. That's like Gacy's such a piece of shit. I mean, I remember watching the thing that he was talking about, like, oh, the cops were complaining about the smell, and it's just, I had this little dog, and he would just piddle around the house, and I tried to clean it up, but it would still smell weird and blah. I'm like, dude, there's a giant difference between the smell of dog piss and dead bodies. I can assure you, because I've smelled both, not necessarily human dead bodies, but shit out in the woods. There's a massive difference between dog pee and decay.
Yeah, and those cops, obviously know the difference.
That they did, and that is why he ended up in prison with a needle in his arm.
Yep. But yeah, watching the show and seeing him especially him thinking that he's gonna get out is like the most hilarious shit. I'm like, no, you're fucking dead. Like you're gone. And like his lawyer was trying so hard to defend him and do what he was supposed to do, and he was getting shit from everybody. Like it was, oh man, it's terrible.
Dude, as an attorney at that point, the main thing is he's dead to rights. We're not.
Oh yeah.
Wrong on this. The thing we're aiming for is to keep him off death row. That is a win for us.
Yeah.
I should watch this, shouldn't I?
You should have.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
It's on the cock.
Well, I have that streaming service, so I don't have an excuse anymore.
Yeah, and it's only like eight episodes, and it's only just one season of Gacy, because I think they do a couple of other.
There's not really any opportunity for a sequel. This is what Nick is saying.
Yeah,
There's
the story's over.
There's no season 2.
Damn, he had his last snack.
Yeah.
God damn it, Dion.
I had to. No one made the joke. I had to do it.
That's why we're world class, guys.
Oh man, but no,
damn right.
But yeah, no, that was a solid show for sure. Yeah.
Well, is there any other candle sympathizing we need to do tonight?
Oh shit, no. Oh shit. One more thing. Running Man. Running Man is good. Go watch it.
Yes, agreed. Go watch it.
Yeah, Running Man is actually fun. It's actually a good time. Go check it out.
Not as good as the original, but you won't mind. It's actually good.
Yeah, that's true. It's not as good. It's not as 80s as the original, but it's still balls to the wall pretty well.
Is Plane Zero in the film?
Sadly,
no.
I can't go.
But I mean, it does. Yeah,
oh, okay.
but Brolin plays like the sleazy exec, and he does such a good fucking job at it. He does so good.
Yes,
I like him. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he does so good. What is it?
Hot take. I think he's better than his dad.
Ooh,
agreed.
Yeah, well, that's not a hot take. That is probably an accurate statement.
He went from the Goonies to Oscar winner, or at least Oscar nominee, I think.
Only thing of note that I can think that his dad's been in is Barbra
Streisand.
His dad was also in the original Amityville Horror. Jesus.
And Westworld.
And
he was almost James Bond.
Wow, that would have been interesting to see.
Yeah, there's footage of his test screening along with Sam Neill from Jurassic Park.
Sam Neill would have been interesting too.
He was close.
Sam Neill. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to Sam Neill James Bond. He's a good actor, but he doesn't have the right.
No, he's
look.
not. Yeah.
Keep his ass in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I agree. But no, yeah.
He was not ass in Jurassic Park, sir. I don't need you to know.
He said keep his ass in Jurassic Park, not that he was ass in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I didn't say anything bad. I said keep.
He's speaking in 2025 English, Dion, not 1995 English.
Y'all trying to irk me. I gotta make sure that you on point.
Maybe next time less weed and less alcohol, Dion.
No, it's Thursday.
No. You go, no.
Nick, how else are we gonna get stuff done? In this
That's also
country?
true. But yeah, also Glenn Powell in Running Man is like he's really funny. He's really good. He does a damn good job in that whole movie. Yeah, would definitely recommend to go watch it if you guys are going to check something out this weekend. Like it's a lot of fun. It really is. I was hesitant. I was worried, but I took a chance and watched it. I'm glad I did. It was a good time.
I've heard people like Predator Badlands too. Have you guys seen that one?
I have not seen that.
Not yet. I'm taking the nephew to see it, but
yeah, I've not. But I keep hearing that one's like actually doing good at the theaters. So
yeah, I heard it's. I had read that it beat the original in terms of like an opening weekend and stuff. But
oh geez,
it's also a 40-year-old movie, roughly 38-year-old movie. So I mean, if with inflation, it's not hard to beat. But anyway,
yeah.
Well, studios are always looking for those little buzz things. It's like, oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever. It made more money on a Wednesday than the original Schwarzenegger film.
Well, they did that shit with fucking Halloween 2018 as well too. They kept moving the goalposts and putting all these things up. It's like, oh, best horror movie with an actress above 52 years old in a 2018 movie with this director and this budget. It's like, Jesus Christ, how many hurdles do you need to jump to make this like fucking headline?
All the hurdles.
Yeah.
Don't trip on yourself.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they were really trying to make it a thing. But yeah, like I said, Running Man, go check it out. It's the 80s action movie you want to watch nowadays for sure.
All right. Well, I have my Regal pass that I keep for some damn reason, even though I only go to the movie like once every 3 months now. So
yeah. Well, no, I remember hearing that like October was the worst month for movies ever because nobody went at all apparently.
What do you expect when everything is shit? It's not for me.
Oh no. No. Yeah, you have no argument for me on that. It's utter shit.
Well, because I run into a lot of people like, I just can't go out in public anymore, and I'd go, fuck off. It's not that bad. Like the pandemic didn't ruin that much shit where you can't go out.
Well, no, I think they
I just don't want to go out in public anymore. That's the difference for me. It's like,
yeah, Jeff, I think people who say I can't go out in public anymore are of a particular political, way.
They're the ones that still drive
around
agree. With the in their car with their masks on.
But like,
I saw that the other day.
Yeah, God. Like I spent a good chunk of change to go to the Buried Alive Film Festival here in Atlanta, and it was great. I saw a bunch of weird shit and drank and had a good time, and it was a wonderful weekend. That was entirely worth it.
I wish we had shit like that in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys don't have any film festivals up there.
Maybe we should create one.
Yeah, you should.
The Skyline Chili Film Festival.
Yes.
The Cincinnati International Film Festival.
Cincinnati International Airport Film Festival, dude. It'll be held in Kentucky.
No, like there's like I swear to God, there's even like the Knoxville International Film Festival. I'm like, it's fucking Knoxville. Calm down, guys. Calm down.
They want to church it up and feel better about themselves.
They do.
It's not dirt, it's deer tay.
Oh God, yeah. But no, you should totally do the Skyline Chili Film Festival.
I should unironically pitch them. It's like, we would like to bring a film festival to Cincinnati and use Skyline and La Rose. It'll just be every local brand. The Skyline Chili La Rose's Mad Tree Brewing International Film Festival.
Yeah, just have a bunch of
acronym.
Yeah, just have a bunch of food trucks out there and have like the VIP party be catered by the brewery, man. That's it. You're done.
It's like cheese conies for everybody who attends.
Yeah, no, that's what, like, dude, that's the shit that every film festival does. As long as you have sponsors, like, you can run it. It's fine.
Yeah, and then what you do is you have the Gay Film Festival and Tennessee Festival.
What you cut out? What was that?
You have the Gay Film Festival in Tennessee. It's called, and you do it in Knoxville. It's called Cock Knoxville.
Dude, all of those people would fucking love that shit. Like Knoxville is like mini Portland sometimes, I swear to God.
Oh no.
No, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes.
Okay. I was worried there for a
second. They did elect Glenn Jacobs as their mayor, so like they're okay. They're okay.
That's true.
No, he's mayor of Knox County. It's different.
That's still Knoxville. Knoxville's in Knox County there, genius.
Well, there's not as many cocks getting Knox in Knox County. Say that 5 times fast. I can't. I couldn't even say it once.
I was about to say, I was like, calm down, Kendo. Get all the cocks out of your mouth, Kendo.
Yeah.
That was the other guy.
That's true, it is. We had to replace him for other reasons. We're not, bigoted, but he wanted to say the N-word on the show so bad. I was just like, no.
What's
not happening. Yeah.
Jeez, man. But no, Jeff, you really should make a film festival up there for sure.
I'm using that as a pitch
I'd
to
go.
you that says you should come up here with me and we should present ourselves as a business duo.
Oh no, I'll do it 100%. You tell me when, and I'll be up there for sure. I have no problem doing
we'll
that.
screen
Yeah,
Frankenthug and that Once Upon a Nightmare, and we'll watch that too. And Strip Club Massacre.
We'll watch Space Babes from Outer Space. Okay, well that's what we'll do.
Yes, there you go. That's what we're talking about here. You could probably get that dude. He seemed really nice, and
Oh no, I will.
really
No. Trust
movie.
me. If I say, yo, we're gonna show you a movie for free up here, come up and sell some shit, he'll do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure he will. But no, Jeff, get it. Yeah, Jeff, if you need my help, we'll get it together. We'll get it going. I'm down for it, man. I'm down for it.
The audience would shit. It's like 2027, the Skyline Chili International Film Festival. It's you and I going on every local news station. All right, guys, we got some big films from all over the world coming to the Skyline Chili International Film Festival.
That would be goddamn hilarious.
We make them a promise that every time we bring up the film festival, we say the full name so they get full sponsorship value.
Oh my god.
They're like, we really appreciate all the effort you put into it. It's like, yes, because we believe in this film festival.
And I personally believe in Skyline Chili. Give me a Coney right here, right now. Let's go.
That would be part of our sponsorship deal. It's like, I need 4 cards for lifetime Skyline for free. They're like,
yeah,
we can do that.
Dude, they'd be winning on that one too. 1, you hardly go there, and 2, the 3 of us live far enough away that we'll hardly ever redeem.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'd be like, look, you're kind of totally making money on this one.
Oh,
somehow.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll sell mine to Phil for $10,000. He'd be like, come on, man, it's expensive. It's lifetime of Skyline, buddy.
Yeah, it's lifetime of Skyline, man.
Yeah, dude, it's like I've been there with him. He orders at least $20 a pop on the food. So like you get 20 on this one, just go like 8 times a month. That pays for itself in a year or 2 or 3, maybe. I'm not doing the math.
I would just tell him straight up, like, look, man, you are pre-buying all your food for a long time. It could be the rest of your life. You could never have to spend money on food again. You just have to eat Skyline every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pros and cons to that scenario.
You're not going to last very long. Your cholesterol will go up, but it doesn't cost you anything.
Let's see, Matthew 8073. Yeah, dude. Knoxville. Yeah, Knoxville's kind of gone to shit. They had by the way, they had a cool video store a couple of years ago called Grindhouse Video that had to close because nobody was going there to buy shit. And mind you, this place had everything. You had new releases from Arrow and Shot Factory. They even had like Playboys and porn in the corner, and they couldn't make any money.
Playboys and porn.
In fucking Knoxville.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
The
I mean,
football team went to shit, and so did the rest of the town, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, the store's opening back up hopefully soon, but like, they couldn't. Yeah, no, everybody in that town wants all the cool shit, but they don't want to spend any fucking money on it.
That's why you need to have the Cock Knoxville Festival.
Oh my god!
If Ron Jeremy was still
coherent,
yeah, he could be the host of
not persona non grata.
Yeah, exactly.
If he didn't do what he did, or if this was like 1999 or something,
Well, that's why we got to call up, Peter North and Lexington Steelback. Look, we can't get Ron Jeremy for obvious fucking reasons. We need you guys. Call Jenna Jameson. See if she's still, not sick.
Yeah, Kingston Pike's fine. I mean, there's a Whole Foods there now.
Is that the indicator that a place is okay?
I mean, that or Starbucks. Like, it's one of the two. It's one of the two.
People at my local Starbucks suck because they're all inside of Kroger's.
Yeah. Well, Starbucks is closing like 500 locations nationwide because nobody wants to go there anymore.
I wonder why you don't want to go and get overpriced coffee, and they have mold in their machines too.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, yeah, no, nobody, yeah. Like, I'm lucky. I have like 3 local ones near me, so like I can go over there and get whatever I want. So I mean,
I drive past the Starbucks to go to Dutch Brothers.
I've heard Dutch Brothers is coming up. Dutch
Brothers is good.
I've had it in Washington.
Yeah, there's
thing, man. Coffee in the city I go to.
Oh yeah. Dutch Brothers is slowly taking over Starbucks. It's happening, but
we have
yeah,
a drive-through place called Big B. They're legit.
Big B's another one that's coming up. There's even a Chinese one coming up in the U.S. that's doing pretty well apparently.
Did you know Big B used to have a racially insensitive name and they had to change it?
Yes, you've mentioned it on the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
you have. You have mentioned it on the show. Yeah.
Good old.
It has to do with what they grind up to make the coffee with ers on the end of it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Dion knows because we used to in college. There would be these billboards that said Beaner's Coffee. You're like, what the fuck?
You're like, isn't that horchata?
Oh, goddamn, Kendra, goddamn. I think we've reached enough racial insensitivity for one evening. This is the world of the.
I mean, we could always go further. I mean, we
could.
Let's save it for Patreon, boys. Let's get ourselves canceled off Patreon.
Yeah, be like, hey, tune into Patreon for $10 level. You can hear every racial slur we can find.
Yeah, we'll talk about curses and
we'll make up a few new ones too.
Yeah,
might as well.
Well, we all have problems with the people of Easter Island. They're just the worst. So, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. There's a video out. Make sure you guys check that out to support the channel. I will be back on Saturday with another video. And then next week, we will not be here for Thanksgiving, but there is a Tuesday night show. So join us live if you need your world-class content fixed. We know you do. We know you love us. And if this video gets what I say, 200 likes, we'll go do a Black Friday stream where we go out and I'll just stream on Black Friday from stores. I'll do an Ollie's live stream. You guys can tell me some shit to pick up. I'll tell you this too. If you send in super chats, I'll buy the shit you tell me to buy, and then we can either donate it or destroy it or do something with it. But
well, you can always put it in the Toys for Tots bins.
Well, remember, we always donate to Toys for Tots, but I like to give them good stuff because like they're kids that have a crap life. I don't want to give them crap toys.
We don't want to give them unwanted Star Wars toys, Nick.
That's true.
Now, I will say, though, they have good wrestling figures there. So, like, if a kid got LA Knight or The Rock, I don't think that's a bad gift.
Oh, no. Yeah,
that's a good
buy. Yeah, you can just buy a bunch of wrestling figures and put them in the Toys for Tots bin.
You can lay the smack down.
There you go.
All right, folks. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy Thanksgiving. And, of course, be smart, be safe, be cool, and always be excellent to each other.
.com